CBS FM HD2, New York.
Got the number one pick in the NHL draft, but the men that can't seem to stump. Do something dumb, that's an observation. CLT make them need to run.
That's Lawrence Taylor.
Call them every trash, CMT for short. Wonder if we best once you peep the score. Up at the crack of dawn, top stories of the morning. While you're yawning, grab your coffee, rise and shine with 8:80 a.m. This is Drop Time. We provide highlights from your favorite teams. Got Dave and Rick making plenty of picks. It's Rule 76.
And away we go. DNR with you, ESPN New York. It is game day. The Knicks and the Cavs from the Garden. You can hear it right here, starting at 7 o'clock on ESPN New York. And because of their generosity, the Mets have gotten red hot. They've won, 6 of 7 right now. They won again last night, and you can hear that game on 10:50 a.m. against the Nationals. Good morning, Rick. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic, David. Doing fantastic. I heard you get unleashed yesterday.
You heard it, or you heard I did?
No, I heard it.
You heard the whole thing?
Yeah, I mean, I know you were going to get unleashed, and then I remembered, I was like, oh, no, Dave is on BT show today. Mm-hmm. So I checked it out. I listened, full hour. It was great. Swearing.
It was a very long hit.
You got a dirty mouth.
I do?
Yeah, dirty mouth on you. There's some swearing in there.
I believe he cursed about 61 times. I cursed one time. One time. I'm telling you.
I think there was more than one.
I don't think so.
Yeah?
Because I remember when I said, I was like, oh.
Which word do you remember?
Blue like that. I'm better than that.
Which word do you remember?
The S word.
No, but you also said the a-hole word also came out.
Oh yeah, but is that even a curse?
Well, we can't say it.
It's almost benign. It really. I don't even know that that's a curse anymore.
But it was good. I enjoyed it.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Oh, that's nice.
I learned some things about your radio career that I didn't necessarily know.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cutting tape, grinding.
I wouldn't cut tape. I'm too good for tape.
Too good for tape. Like,
too good. Are you kidding me? Do you know who I'm going to be?
Cut
I'm
tape.
too good for tape.
Dave Rothenberg.
Yeah.
They'll make segments about me.
They'll study me at some point. I'm not cutting tape. I feel badly.
I know.
I genuinely feel badly.
Yeah. I was going to wear a Buffalo shirt today that just is like a supportive T-shirt.
Like a solidarity kind of thing.
But it looks like a Buffalo Bills T-shirt, so I was like, I can't wear that. I can't do that.
I think we just try to treat him with kindness today.
I think we give him whatever he needs.
Yeah.
If it's space, if he doesn't want to talk about it.
I don't give him really money today, but like niceness.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I don't think we need to give him money. He's not the, hey,
I don't know.
Money makes everything better type. Maybe he needs a hug. I don't know. They gave you everything that they had.
Everything they had.
Game 7 OT.
You know the worst thing about Game 7 OTs is just the finality of it.
Yeah.
Like you're going along, you're so excited, you have a chance, you're getting opportunities, and then it's just gone.
It's over.
And that's it. And it's over, and you're done. Like that, snap of a finger. It's over.
Right, but I think it depends on how quickly you can process the season that you just had and realize, if you're a Sabres fan, how impressive this team has been. This was not expected.
But that's like a next week I would think. If in the moment goal scored Montreal, you're like, oh darn, what a season! You're like a hero. I don't know.
No, I don't think that's possible at all. It's just, I was thinking about it this morning because I knew, unless RJ went missing, he'd be here. Is that this was not supposed to happen.
No, and I think when you think about it, next week, next month, next year, when next season gets started, unbelievable stuff. But today it still hurts, I'm sure, terribly.
And it's the Canadians of all teams.
I know.
And then they have, I guess, what are they calling it now, RJ? The whistle? Is that what we're calling it?
Yeah, don't even bring him on.
Wow.
I said to Ray this morning, I said, how's he doing? And he's like, he's very quiet.
Did Antonio watch? I'm interested to have some answers to some questions.
But he clearly doesn't want to talk. He's doing everything.
Maybe he needs to talk. Maybe he needs to talk it out a little bit. Get it out of his system.
I don't know. Doesn't seem it.
RJ, are you talking today or not?
I can talk.
Did Antonio watch the game with you?
He did stay up.
The whole game?
So he took a very late nap. And at that point,
strategic.
At that point, I was like, just let it roll. He'll wake up late. He'll stay up late. I had to really lobby for him to get through that intermission heading into overtime.
Right. The whole game?
The whole game.
He stayed up the whole game?
And he watched the whole game? Like, he's 2. He had the attention span to watch the whole game?
I mean, he doesn't sit next to me and watch. He kind of just meanders around. But when things happen, he gets excited. And he was just repeating everything I was saying, so I had to really, really make sure I was buttoned up in that regard.
So you had to be careful with your mouth?
Yeah, Ann said that she wasn't pleased about him staying up, but he was not interested in going to sleep, and she's like, you just have to keep it clean, and because he was just running around like a parrot saying everything I was saying.
So the goal for Montreal scored, and you were like, gosh darn it.
I didn't say anything.
Were you like to bed?
So normally that is my move, is just turn it off. It's over. The day is over. The night is over. We go to bed. We don't talk about it. But I watched everything. Actually, I could, for the first time in a very, very long time. Now, I'm the same person at the Super Bowl I was at when it was apparent it was over. I was like, I'm not watching another team celebrate. I'm leaving. I had to watch the Dodgers celebrate. That was not what I intended, but you had to stay to the last strike. And this one, I consumed everything. I watched the handshake line. I watched some of the media stuff after. There was last night, so that's different than where I'm at right now, but last night there was an immense gratitude. It came out of nowhere. They were in last place in the East in December. And they made me remember, like, Angie got to see a different side of me. She's never seen, the Sabres have never been good.
Did she like this side of you?
I think so. She texted me yesterday, and I picked her up from work, and she was like, big game tonight. So she got into it.
Did she watch it all?
She watched all of it.
She watched all of it.
Everyone watched all of it.
So the entire Santillo clan was on the couch watching this game.
So last night was a lot of silence and gratitude. This morning is more frustration turning into anger, I can feel.
Really?
Yeah. So I can slowly feel that happening. So the goal today is to get out.
I think this is the normal steps of when a team loses an overtime game.
Yeah, so the goal today is to get out of here. Don't yell at anybody. Don't be mean to anyone. Don't do anything to hurt my career.
So there's a real chance if something goes wrong, which normally happens, that this could be it.
You never know.
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
It's
the reality, no?
Who
Can we
do you
have
think you
a
would
day?
lose your emotion on first today?
no, I don't think it'd be any of you. I just worry.
It would be an office space situation with the baseball bat and some equipment, I think.
Yeah, I worry for just, the random person you run into that just kind of bumps into you, or the cashier gives you the wrong change. Those are the situations I worry about today.
Oh, and you just lose your composure.
And it'll come out of nowhere. It's not planned. I think I just need to be by myself.
And I think if someone doesn't meet your level of intelligence, also that could happen. You ever confuse the hell out of a cashier when it's like, I don't know, $11 and you give $6, and then you give like another 10, and then it's like 16. Why'd you?
So you get the 5 back?
Why did you give me? Like, I could see that person getting yelled at.
But
I don't think RJ's paying with cash either.
But I mean, listen. I'm coming at this from a different angle today, because a lot of my teams are more like heritage brands. Like you kind of have big expectations. The Buffalo Sabres are not that way. The Buffalo Sabres were the biggest joke in
You were the Jets.
For a long time. They were the Jets with less attention paid to them.
Yes.
And
that's a good descriptor of the Sabres.
RJ, your team's an inspiration, RJ.
I try to be. I mean,
he looks at you now and says, if things go well for me in a year or two, I can be RJ.
But
I can be a playoff team.
At least the Jets have New York. The Sabres play in a place that people mostly have never been to and just make fun of. So, and listen, I live here. This is home now, but that's more akin to where I'm from. So, I mean, you carry part of that with you. And, yeah, it's like you said, Dave, it just ends. It just goes dark. And that's the hardest part about it, because there's no more game to be excited.
You're not prepared for it.
Yeah, because you think you're going to win.
Yeah.
And I didn't put a lot in our group chat yesterday, but John had asked at one point, and I said, and I stand by it, and I kind of felt it. There's a shame there wasn't a couple more minutes, because I felt like they would have ended it in regulation. And when you get those 18 minutes in between, then your mind starts to go places. But yeah, it's over.
Ugh. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and then you got, what is it, 12 days off the Carolinas had? Talk about poor scheduling.
They're a real problem.
It's the longest layoff in NHL history.
Is it?
I don't.
Yeah,
makes no sense.
Of any
they
team
had
ever.
started that series before your series even started, right?
Did
they play
were done
2
like on a
games before
Saturday.
you guys started?
They played 2 before they started, and it was wrapped up heading into Game 3 of this series.
Yeah, because your game 3 was on a Sunday, right? And they had already wrapped theirs up on Saturday.
Yep.
It's ridiculous.
Well, we're happy to have you here today, RJ.
We're here for anything you need, RJ. If
Anything you need.
So
Support, if you want to hug Ray, whatever you need.
But I mean, just the perspective of
kiss the nape of your neck if you'd like.
the perspective of even to win a series. The last time they won a series was 19 years ago, and it's relevant to everyone here.
They beat us.
They beat you, and then they beat the Rangers, and they have not won a playoff series since. So to go that long, the feelings all come back.
So last time they won a playoff series, you're a high school child.
I was in high school. Yep.
Wow.
So the feelings all come back. You fall back in love with the sport in a way that you almost forgot how to. So
Last time they won a playoff series, I was in net.
Literally. I remember the series. Literally.
Did you hate him?
That team was good, man.
I didn't hate Rick.
You had a good team that year.
Here we are 20 years later. So you appreciate the moments. There'll be a
You
lot
got
of
good players. You're back. All it took was you fired your GM, which makes no sense that firing your GM would turn this thing around the way it did. But
yeah. So I'll need you guys to buoy me.
all right, we're here.
Yep.
Listen,
we're
we got
here.
the Mets just won again.
I'm going to do everything I can to be a good friend today.
Yeah, you were unleashed. Now you're a good friend. It's all happening for
Oh,
me.
he's back on the
Is there
leash.
anything I can do for you right now?
No, just stay on the leash.
You want me to
Stay on
curse?
the leash today.
No, I don't want you. I need you to remember that you can't do that here.
Okay. Did you listen to my appearance yesterday?
I didn't make it through the full hour. I'll be honest. I
I almost didn't make it through the full hour.
I'll be honest. I went looking for it, and I was like, "Oh man, I think I made it through like 35 minutes. I gotta check out the other 25 today's."
I got to tell you, though, I have to tell you, and I think you probably thought it at the same time as you were being asked the question. You got to be a little hesitant to go play pickleball anytime soon after that conversation.
What? That he tore his Achilles playing
Oh,
basketball?
my goodness. He's like, I was like, oh, no, don't say that. Don't tell
but,
that
I mean,
story.
You have to live. What am I going to do? Not play pickleball? I might as well shrivel up and die if I'm not going to do what I like
I'm
to
not
do.
saying don't ever play pickleball, but I feel like maybe give yourself like a 2-day buffer.
Well, I never played back-to-back days.
It feels from the time you did the interview yesterday, it feels a little like ominous. Where it's like, hey, I listen to your show. You talk about pickleball all the time. You're an older guy. Don't tear your
I'm not
Achilles.
an older guy.
That's what you said. You said you were an older guy.
Well, I can say it. You can't say it.
You're 53 years old. He said, don't tear your Achilles. I was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
But don't even put it out there in the
That's what I'm
atmosphere,
saying.
right?
Don't put it out there. You did it, but that's fine. I can't have my guy doing it because then you'll be a complete disaster.
If I tore my Achilles?
Oh, forget it.
Forget it is right. That would be
what
horrible.
would we do?
That would be horrible. So I tell you what, I watched that entire double overtime game. You ever watch it? And I didn't care who wins. I know a lot of Knicks fans are like, "Oh, San Antonio's okay." If you think San Antonio is the easier round, man, that team is a wagon. But all I wanted it to do was end. That's all I wanted.
That was
like, okay, we're gonna go to overtime. We're gonna go to double overtime. I was like, please just let this game end. Victor Wembanyama,
Wow,
is an absolute monster. And if he stays healthy, he's going to have a Hall of Fame win, fill-in-the-blank amount of titles on that team. He is unbelievable, that guy.
I don't know what you do. Seriously,
I don't know what you can do. I think you just have to say, hey, he's going to get his, and let's try to stop everyone else.
Right, but that's not the problem, though. It's like, yeah, he'll get his, but what do you do on the defensive side of the ball?
What do you do on the offensive side of the ball?
Yeah, what do you do? Excuse me. Like, how do you deal with him on defense?
Right. I don't know.
You
can't even bring the ball down the lane.
No, dude. Jalen Williams went in at one point, thought he was, and then here comes Wembanyama out of nowhere. It's like, thanks for coming. Sorry. Anything you throw at the rim on the offensive side, you can't jump high enough. It's just like throw it up somewhere and he'll get it. That series is gonna be awesome.
That series is going to be amazing, and I just can't believe what I witnessed. He's 7'5".
Yep.
He pulled up and took a 27-footer to tie the game at the. I mean, this is not normal stuff that you're seeing. You know what is amazing? He played how many minutes? I think he played like 48 minutes.
Almost. He played like 49, almost 50.
It didn't feel like he wore down at all. Like when a player that's that just outlandishly enormous will play a game at the end of it. You'd be like, my God, he's got nothing. He looked like he could have gone a triple overtime.
Yeah, I think they've done a good job kind of managing him, but he's a freak, dude. It's what makes him like these conversations I feel like we see all the time as SGA is winning MVPs and everything else, or when Anthony Edwards makes his runs, it's like, who's the face of the NBA? Victor Wembanyama is going to be the face of the NBA.
And by the way, that's without De'Aaron Fox yesterday.
Right, but dude, this team is going to be a problem for a long time.
A long time. So this team is going to be awesome for a long time.
Harper's
this matchup of OKC and San Antonio is going to be a phenomenal series for a long time. This will not be the first and last time you see these two take.
Well, I think the average age, I think these are the two teams where their average age is under 26.
Yes.
Then you look at some of the young players on both sides, but what they're asking Harper to do, dude, he doesn't look like a rookie. Dylan Harper at all. Stephen Castle's a stud. That's a good team, man. I like their coach a lot. You know what?
Even their coach is young.
You know what's interesting though sometimes, and tell me if you get this feeling. And it's not necessarily like with baseball. It's more with the NBA or with the NHL. You watch, like when I watch Colorado or I watch the Western Conference, and then I'll watch some of the Eastern Conference teams play, and it's like, I don't know, man. Like that just looks.
It looks different.
It looks different. It looks better.
I totally agree.
Like you watch these two teams play, and it's like,
In fact, and I'll admit this, even though it's not a great thing to admit. As I'm watching the game last night, I'm thinking, boy, if the Knicks get by Cleveland, how the hell are they going to beat one of these two teams?
It's tough not to watch those two teams play and be like, ooh, I don't know.
You're right. And I feel like when I watch the Giants football for all these years, and then I watch other teams, like, that's football. What the Giants do is not football. And then what the Knicks do is basketball, but it's not that level of basketball.
It doesn't look like that.
No.
But now, listen, I mean, that, again, this is all, depending on matchups and everything else, but we'll see what the Knicks look like tonight after this layoff.
I can't wait for this. You know who, in watching that game last night, and maybe it's the matchup, he kind of stinks.
Is it former Nick?
No, it's a player in that series. Was heralded to be just a great player. Just
Chet.
Who?
Chet.
Yeah.
He's.
I mean, maybe it's the matchup against Wemby.
He's not Wemby. And Wemby,
but he's. I don't know, man. I just watch him like he's really unimpressive.
Well, he didn't do much. I mean, he played 41 minutes at 8 points, only took 7 shots, and then you had. I mean, Caruso went 31.
He was great.
Yeah.
He's a problem.
Well, but they have him trying to defend Wemby.
It looks like a weird, freakish scene from a movie.
I mean, what are you going to do with that
the
guy?
7'5" guy with a 6'4" guy.
Yeah, but like a 7'5" guy that's like a real athlete that can move.
That's the thing. We've seen 7'5" guys before, but never. We've seen Manute Bol. We've seen Sean Bradley. We've seen enormous human beings. Never that can pull up
Not
and
like
shoot,
this.
27-footers. Never that can go to the free throw line and your thought is, oh, he's going to knock this one down. Like this guy's. You said it. We've never seen anything like Victor Wembanyama ever.
Dude, he's like a mantis out there. Seriously, and he was the one that they credit for getting the All-Star game back, or being competitive at least, because he wanted listen, we're going to play. Let's play. Let's compete. So you got that at 7'5" with that skill set. Oh, the whole hum 41 and 24 last night.
The youngest 40-20 player, and then during the broadcast, this has gone into overtime, which has helped him. Okay,
great.
He still went 40-20.
Right. Yeah, that was a fun watch last night. I mean, it was. I was with you though. I was like, okay, please, I'd love to go to sleep here.
On the last possession where Shea, at the end of the first overtime, when Shea took it baseline and scored, and they kind of went over it, and they said if Wemby had come over, they would have dished that to Holmgren, who would have shot the three. I'm like, just take a three. I don't care if you make it or you miss it. Just you're down 2, take a 3, and let's end this game.
Oh no. Keep you up. That's fine. Listen, it's playoffs. Yeah, we got to sacrifice. I'm willing to sacrifice. We got another late start tonight.
Yeah, not as late though. Little bit earlier, but yeah, late start. But here's the thing: tonight, game's gonna end. You're probably not gonna be able to just curl into bed and go to sleep.
No, because it's
gonna be all wired.
Yeah, right.
And then you watch post game, and you're gonna get to bed 11:30 tonight.
Great,
if you're lucky.
Awesome.
With Xfinity, you already enjoy ESPN as part of your TV lineup. With live games, daily sports coverage, expert analysis, now The ESPN Unlimited plan is available at no additional cost, giving you access to additional ESPN content in the ESPN app, on-demand programming, and originals to explore. Visit Xfinity.com/your subscriptions to activate ESPN Unlimited access. Then start watching in the ESPN app. More from ESPN, all in just one place. So, Mets win. They put on a historic performance in extra innings. Yankees win. I can't believe that was a home run from Jazz. It was, and Yankees come back and win, and Bednar gives you another rough performance, but it's a win, and that's good news. So there is some positivity, and, of course, the Knicks start tonight. It's all happening. It's DNR with you. We got Buster. We got CMT. It's DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Programming alert. Today's Mets-Nationals game can be heard on 1050 ESPN at 6 p.m. Game 1 of the Knicks and Cavs can be heard on 880 ESPN New York at 7 p.m. And all games can be streamed on the ESPN New York app.
Hi, this is Don LaGreca. I'm big on having the right game plan on the ice and at home, which is why I use Viking Pest Control myself as the pest control provider and proud partner of the New Jersey Devils. Viking has been protecting homes for over 45 years with expert pest control service and solutions tailored just for you. From ants and cockroaches to rodents, stinging insects, and backyard mosquitoes, Viking keeps pests out of your house and out of the play. Bundle pest control with mosquito services and save big. One call, one company, total peace of mind. Visit VikingPest.com. Viking Pest Control, protecting your home inside and out.
You've been stuck inside all winter. Now it's time to get back out walking, working, and living. But if you have joint pain, sciatica, back pain, and still holding you back, you don't have to live like that. I'm Bart Scott, and Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain is the real deal. Ivy League trained, double board certified with non-surgical treatments that get real results. No cuts, no downtime, no pain medication. Just a smart, targeted approach to get you moving again. Same day or next day appointments are available. Go to SandwellPain.com. Don't let pain bent you this spring.
Wherever your day takes you, across New Jersey, into New York, or down to Philadelphia, New Jersey Transit gets you there. Skip the traffic and stay on track. With busy travel periods ahead, plan ahead, check schedules, and allow extra time for your trip. From workdays to weekends, New Jersey Transit keeps your routine moving with reliable, convenient service. Ride smart. Plan your trip at njtransit.com.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like customer service associate at a dry cleaning shop.
Yeah, hi. I'm here to pick up my suit.
Ah, yes. Here you go.
There must be a mistake. This is too small.
It shrunk a whole lot. Look on the bright side. Now you have a suit you can give to a child.
This is a job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
The Knicks.
And for the second consecutive season, the Knicks are on their way to the Eastern Conference Finals.
The Cavaliers.
There's something about the mentality of this team that kind of suggests that if there's ever a time to believe in the New York Knicks, the year is now.
The Eastern Conference Finals.
The pursuit of the Larry O is alive and well.
Game 1 coverage gets underway tonight at 7 on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. I was going to mention the extreme heat today, but then I thought RJ is going to yell at me, and I don't want that.
No, I think you're allowed to. I think you're allowed to touch on the extremes, right? Like if we're going to have a bomb cyclone or something like that.
Yeah, but
remember when you asked RJ about that? He's like, "It's not good."
That's when he yelled at me. Remember when I was talking about the weather on the other end?
Well, you know what you're in is. You're in is that you have that block party today.
Urine's sterile, also you can drink it.
Nice. You've got that block party today, so the weather's going to affect that.
No, I think the weather's very relevant today, so you're free to.
You do?
Yeah. Well, I didn't get mad at you the first time or the second time.
You did it. It was.
Like
you went on this run where it was just weather.
Yeah, it was like the third storm.
Well, it wasn't my fault that Mother Nature was very mean.
No.
I think you guys had fun the first time where you brought him in as a correspondent. You're like, RJ, what is this bomb cyclone? And RJ's like, nah, it's not good.
Well, talk about the storm 3 times. See what happens.
No. But what storm?
Any storm. Make one up.
Heat storm.
The heat storm? No. I don't want to anger RJ today.
No.
For 2 reasons. Firstly, I'm a little scared. And secondly, I would like to be a friend that, when a friend is in this kind of mourning, doesn't make it worse.
No, you're free.
Unless it was you and the Cowboys.
I was just going to say, you sure about that?
Yeah, today I'm 100% sure about that, yes.
You're free to speak about the Heat.
Yeah, we just had a nice like a real hockey talk. So I think he's getting better.
Yeah,
I don't think he's getting better.
Well, I'm not getting better, but it's nice to have at my disposal. So like an Olympic goaltender, because I had some questions. Because typically, when you're just a fan, like did not play, like at any level like that, you have questions, and fans bounce ideas and theories rattle around like in your group chats. Be like, hey, I know someone I could ask. So I had some questions.
You didn't ask me any of these questions.
I'm sorry. I know you have thoughts on them, but Rick was giving me real solid answers.
Oh, by the way, too, the other interesting thing I learned about you yesterday afternoon was that the Rangers are above the Knicks in your fandom.
Well, I said I would choose the Knicks to win a title over the Rangers now.
Right, well, because you've already seen, because you went through 94, but I'm saying, when you were power ranking them, it was Giants for sure. Like, that's not even close.
Did you laugh when he asked that? He goes, well, would you take a Giants championship or a Knicks championship? I was like, come, Brandon.
Outside of the questions that he asked you about, kind of like your early career, I was like, I already know the answers to all these questions.
Right.
I thought it was good. He's like, hey, you in your home studio? You're like, yeah, right behind me. This beautiful home studio right behind
beautiful
me.
Home studio.
Look at this beautiful soundproofing.
Yes,
right behind me.
You know what? It's soundproofed. That's wonderful.
You going through our schedule too? I was like, oh god, man, we hit every outside of doing nights, we hit every time slot.
I think I've done every minute of every day at the station.
I think you've had outside of...
I used to do overnights when the Jets were I know it's amazing to think when the Jets were relevant. I've done weekends. I've done, 5 to 8. I've done 6 to 10.
Yep.
I've done 9 to 11. I've done 10 to 1. I've done 12 to 1. I've done, I haven't consistently done, but I've done 1 to 3. I've done 3 to 7. I've done 7 to 10. I've done 7 to midnight. You name it. I've done every minute of every hour of every day on this station.
You got to try everything, Now you kind of know where you fit.
Yeah, I think this is where we fit. Right here in the mornings. You don't think? You don't feel like this is a fit?
I don't know. No, I think it fits great. I don't know if this would be the time that I handpicked. I think there's like a sweet spot there.
It's not an easy time, but it's a nice time.
Yeah, if you could choose your own adventure.
Is that Kelly Kapowski I'm looking at?
It is.
What is that about?
I found it this morning. Saved by the Bell shirt.
I love it.
I love Kelly Kapowski.
Who honestly, what red-blooded young American male didn't have a huge crush on Kelly Kapowski?
I think everyone did.
Every person.
I think it was Kelly Kapowski, Topanga. I like Topanga.
Topanga was nice too, yep.
I like Lisa Turtle. I like Lisa Turtle a lot.
Lisa Turtle, you know what? I'm not going to disagree. No. I think Lisa Turtle was very, very nice.
Very nice.
Yes.
And I think you like the other ones, the movie that she featured.
Showgirls?
Yeah.
Never seen it.
Yeah, right.
I've heard really good things about it, though.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Have you? That's not on your list?
Never seen it.
Yeah, right.
Never seen it. So how you feeling about the Knicks tonight? You excited? You nervous?
I'm excited.
This is it, man.
Yeah, usually I'll have this little pit in my stomach where there's like nervousness, and it's not. It's more like just I'm excited. There's this energy to today. I don't want to just get through today.
Right.
But I want to, I can't wait till day is over and I'm ready to just sit down and just completely throw myself into the Knicks tonight.
Yeah, I
totally
agree with you.
All my emotions, everything.
But remember, last year, Game 1, you could
rip your heart
argue
out.
that ruined the series.
Yeah.
That game 1. You need to win this game tonight. If you don't win this game tonight and you're the Knicks, and I understand why, there would be panic tomorrow.
I almost said that to you yesterday, but I didn't, just because I don't even want to like cross that bridge yet. But yeah, I think it's similar to what we talked about before Game 1 of the Sixers series. Is like that, and now it was different because they were talking about it, and like all the excuses were being made before that game even started. So it's like you can't have a team talking about, first how please fans don't sell your tickets, and then we're so tired, and to come back from 3-1 just mentally and physically, it's okay. Like this team has already quit. Like make sure you make them give them a reason to quit early, which they did, and you win Game 1. I don't think tonight's going to be that easy, but you've had the rest. OG's going to be back, and tonight will be a good night to make a little bit of a statement and let Cleveland know. Like you don't want to give teams
no, you don't want to breathe life into the Cavs.
No, because they have to be tired, right? I mean, they played 2 7-game series.
They just played on the road in Detroit.
Yep.
They can't have gone back to Cleveland, right?
I don't know how they did it. I don't know if they brought their stuff with them.
But I mean, regardless of what they did, they had to travel from somewhere in the Midwest to New York. They must be tired. They have no time off. You have Game 1. The opposition is fully rested. Like if on both sides, if you can go in and win this game and you're Cleveland, God bless you. And if you're the Knicks and you lose this game, that would be tragic.
Well, see, I just don't know. You could tell what the mindset of Philadelphia was. It's like, okay, we're playing a team right now that after Game 3, so 4, 5, and 6, we're blowing people out. Like they're playing some of their best basketball. We just went 7, got to travel, only had a day. Like giving themselves all the excuses, it felt like, okay, why would we really empty the tank in Game 1 unless for whatever reason the game was close enough where we feel like we could win it? Any sign that this game is not going to go our way, let's live to fight another day.
Yes. Why do we need to expend all this energy if we're not going to win it anyway and we've got little energy to begin with?
Right. So I don't know if that's the same mindset Cleveland has or if it's going to be like, hey, no, we're going to go compete and whatever happens, happens, and we're going to try to play this like it's a regular Game 1. Or it's, hey, the second it looks like we don't have a chance in this game, let's make sure we give ourselves the best opportunity in Game 2 to try to steal home court.
Yeah. Now, I don't know that they have like an Embiid kind of situation, right?
No, I don't think so either. I just think
always worried about one of your players physically.
No, I just think as a coach, it's like you're trying to you want to give yourself the best chance to win one of these games. And I just mentally, physically, I don't know if Game 1's that game as opposed to, hey, get another day. Game 2 would be the game that we can steal and go back to Cleveland. But if you leave, if it's close, you're obviously going to do whatever you can to win the game.
Well, obviously.
So, it's on the Knicks to make sure that doesn't happen.
Mike Brown giving a little overview of the health of his New York Knicks.
Everybody practiced today. Again, I'm just going to follow the medical's lead, but everybody practiced today.
So it sounds like OG is fine, right? That this really isn't all that much of an issue?
It sounds like he's definitely playing, yeah, which is, I don't know what he would have been if that series continued and it wasn't a sweep or like how long the injury was going to actually last. But, you have the maximum amount of time off. And according to Raymond, he just said they did come straight from Detroit. So
right.
The word he just said, which I think is going to be an important word, is practice. Like usually during your playoff run, you don't really practice, right? Like you bear for us, it was more like just a recovery day. If you wanted to go to the rink to get some treatment, like you're not really practicing during the playoffs. So the fact that you have this much time off, same thing for Carolina, with their Eastern Conference final, is like you don't really have much time to practice during the season because it's every other day. So now to have this extended, almost like mini training camp, and you got this new offense you're running. I'm excited to see what kind of listen. You'd be doing a disservice to your team if you weren't adding things to this offense with this time off that you've had.
Of course,
because again, they've only seen it, right? They didn't see it when you played against them, so they were only watching what you're doing on tape. So they have the tape to watch. Hey, how do we stop this? Well, you can figure out how you want to stop this, but you haven't seen this yet. So whatever adjustment you make, we have an adjustment to your adjustment, which I love.
An adjustment to the adjustment.
Well, that's coaching, man.
I know it is. And he's a good coach. Kenny Atkinson's a real good coach.
He's a good coach. I don't believe for a second he's like, well, I don't know. We got to check the tape. Come on.
Of course. But he's not going to sit there and tell you. You can watch us on YouTube. Subscribe to ESPN New York on YouTube. Stream the full Weekday Lineup live. Watch complete replays. jump right into that live chat, and it gets interesting in there. React in real time. Make your voice part of the show. Subscribe to ESPN New York on YouTube now and stay locked in so you never, ever, ever miss a moment. How are you feeling heading into Game 1, Knicks and Cavs? Of course, 7 o'clock pregame, 8 o'clock or thereabouts tip-off. You can hear that right here on 880 ESPN New York. And the Mets, of course, and they're playing well right now. They're going to be on 10:50 a.m. following what was a really entertaining game last night in Washington. It's DNR with you. Busy Tuesday. Buster, CMT, SYM, all of it right here on ESPN New York.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
Hey, let me ask you something. Would you seat your 3-year-old child on a windowsill? Would you seat them beside a lit fireplace or by the deep end of a pool? One last question. Would you seat your child in a car seat that's not correct for them? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Secure their future. Seat them in the correct car seat. For more information, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
Sponsored by the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
Harry Douglas here to tell you about Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy. It tastes just like the best birthday cake ever. Vanilla, buttery, frosting vibes. It's basically a party in a bottle. And here's the best part. All cake, no sugar. And you know I love my cake. So I get that big birthday energy without any sugar guilt. The bottle's small, easy to toss in my bag, and perfect when I need a quick, tasty caffeine boost to cakeify my day. The Funfetti flavor is back on 5hourenergy.com or Amazon. Crack open a Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy shot today.
A small business affirmation from Progressive. Bakery owners, you will be loved today. Every pastry will be flaky. Your cake will make a child's day. Your delivery van won't get sideswiped by a distracted garbage truck driver. But if so, breathe easy, knowing you'll get back to business quickly with Progressive protecting your commercial auto. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Harry Douglas here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
Okay, team. Huddle up.
Why are you dressed like a hockey player?
Because America's energy security is on thin ice. We're facing an overburdened electric grid, rising fuel costs, and severe weather. But here's your power play. Propane. It's affordable, abundant, safe. Propane is reliable energy, even when the grid isn't. Advantage Propane.
Learn more at propane.com/powerplay.
Another dominating step towards a championship.
And for the second consecutive season, the Knicks are on their way to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Will this be the year the Knicks punch their ticket to the NBA Finals?
Inbound stolen by McBride, and then Brunson buries a far corner three. 5 points for Brunson in about 3 seconds.
Thanks to all our New York Knicks partners this season, including The Wellness Company, Dime Commercial Bank, Michelob Ultra, and Kia Motors on ESPN New York.
Oh yeah, what a nice show. What was the name of the restaurant they went to? The Max?
Yeah.
The Max.
I think it was the Max.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. I love
That was a good show.
It was a great show.
That was like a Saturday morning show, wasn't it?
Great show, great song. I don't know. Mr. Belding. I don't know when the show when it actually aired.
Belding, the irreverent principal, yes.
The principal.
I remember watching that before I went to school. It was on TV in the morning, too.
But I think that might have been reruns.
No, I'm sure it was. But like that, Boy Meets World, I think they were back-to-back in the mornings. Like before.
If you know that you're looking for like lowbrow, fun,
and there
half an hour television, then Saved by the Bell, that's your baby. I love the show also.
So why?
Why do you got to call it lowbrow?
Backhanded compliments.
I don't. That's not now. I might have said that years ago.
It was 2 months ago.
2 months ago.
Not even 2 months ago.
Not even 2 months ago.
No, I didn't say that. That was last Tuesday, Dave.
Yeah, but it'd be like Richard Gere talking down to Julia Roberts. Like, you love her, though. It doesn't matter what she used to do. She's yours now.
I enjoy
That's
the
an
show.
interesting comp.
But I don't think you look at Saved by the Bell and you think to yourself, boy, that's some fine television. It's not the West Wing.
Yeah, but that's not what the intention was.
It's mindless, mind-numbing, attractive people prancing around.
Right. It was just supposed to be a good, solid watch.
Yeah.
With Kelly Kapowski running around. That's it.
She was your, if you had to cuddle, marry, trash, you would cuddle Kelly?
Of
cuddle
3?
Kelly. No, I'm marrying Kelly.
Marry Kelly?
I'm marrying Kelly, cuddling Lisa.
Cuddling Lisa. You're trashing Elizabeth Berkley?
I have to.
Wow.
No choice. I have no choice.
RJ, you agree with that? Let's put a smile on your face for a second.
Yeah, straight down the board, actually. I don't even...
Right down the board. Raymond, same thing?
Yeah, but
you're hesitant.
There's a lot of hesitance, but yeah, I think I'm cuddling Lisa. She was very underrated.
How do you feel about Screech? Screech had a illustrious career.
Screech had some things going on.
A thing.
No, some things.
He's no longer with us, guys.
Yeah.
I know. We can still talk about him, can't we?
I'm not comfortable with this conversation.
Sorry. Let me change the topic here. By the way, so this is not a great story.
Mm-hmm.
But my first thought when I read it was, if Dave was an athlete nowadays, with how much he used to like to gamble,
mm-hmm.
this would be similar to what Dave was doing.
Is this
let me guess.
This is Sorsby. Do you know what he was betting on?
He was betting on like international ping pong.
Court documents revealed that he was betting on the Turkish Basketball League, Romanian soccer games, obscure doubles tennis matches, and the Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
Hot dog eating contest.
Yeah, he might have a little bit of a problem.
Well, he's in a rehab facility, right?
He's appealing the decision.
Turkish basketball.
He clearly has more than a little bit of a problem.
Why is he fighting this?
Could you not imagine like us having this conversation with Dave? Like the WNBA All-Star. I can't believe you're betting on the WNBA All-Star. But the West is a wagon. How could I not bet on it? You know what
my response would be to that? I can't believe you weren't.
I know, right?
You were printing money.
The Turkish Basketball League. It's got all this untapped potential.
Turkish basketball. So clearly this guy needed to bet on anything.
Yeah.
Just something like he needed the action.
Seems like it.
Seems like Jefferson is picking up that role in our
right.
Workplace.
If Jefferson at some point starts talking about putting parlays on, Turkish basketball games, I think we probably should step in.
Now, if we step in, what would we do?
I think we'd have a talk with him. Like, listen, Jefferson, even though you have this,
we call his parents.
Yeah, I think we'd have to call we call his girlfriend first and say, listen, I don't know if you condone this behavior, but I think, what was a cute little thing, like he'd come in and he'd talk about, hey, Xander Schauffele finished in the top 40 has now turned into.
Now it's become a real problem.
Right.
And at some point, at the creamer at work.
At some point, this trust will run out, guys.
Sooner rather than later if he keeps gambling like this.
Yeah, right. Just buying tickets to all these games and all the gambling, it's going to absolutely abusing pro shops at golf events.
Right.
The man is you take him to a golf tournament, it's like you're at Willy Wonka's.
Yeah, he loves it. He loves spending money.
It's unbelievable.
Vinny D emails and he says, bring it on, Sorsby. Try staying up till 3 o'clock in the morning betting on South Korean darts.
Stop.
That's what Vinny D says.
Where do you find action on South Korean darts?
I don't know.
But he found it.
Wait, the thing with Sorsby, though, we say about this draft, it's one of the deepest quarterback drafts ever. There's Arch and like all these guys at the top, and then there's like a bunch of other guys. He's one of the other guys. Like he's good.
Is there still, and Ray, you might be the one that knows this.
Supplemental draft?
Yeah, is that still like
Yeah.
a thing? Like
So-
if he loses this appeal, is there going to be a draft for him and him alone coming up?
Well, the thing about it is, like, whenever this appeal happens, like, is there going to be time for him to enter the supplemental draft? The fact that he's fighting it kind of tells me that the supplemental draft is not on the table.
It sounds like he's not going to play college football this season, though.
It might be his only option.
At the risk of saying it the way I'm going to say it, I think it's a safe bet that guy's not playing football this year.
Oh, Ray.
Like, come on.
Ray.
What?
It's a safe bet to assume he's not going to play?
Yeah, that's not great wording, Raymond.
I knew what I was saying. I stand by it.
He did it intentionally.
I stand
the pun
by
was
it.
intended.
Yeah. You didn't hear it go? I mean, this may not be appropriate to say, but it's a safe bet he's not going to play again.
Wow. All right. So we have no feelings at all. In this
His deadline to file for the supplemental draft is June 22nd.
All
So
right,
he's got
a
time.
month.
Now, here's a question. I mean, if you're the Jets,
That's who I thought of, actually.
I mean,
Well, what round are you going to take that risk in?
I don't know what the round is, but I mean, is that something that you think about?
I think you think about it. If you like him, I mean, we don't, their thoughts on him, but if you like him, you're not going to take him in the first round.
Okay,
No,
but
but
how
I mean,
how much do you have to like him with this in his background and say, yeah, that's worth the risk?
Yeah, but guys people, they're willing to look past that if you can throw the football and they think there's a real promise for you.
Yeah, but if you're not going to be on the field because you're suspended because you have a gambling addiction, like
Right, but how long's the suspension? It's not going to be a full year suspension. So if you, let's think about this here for a second. If this is a guy that you were like, the thought was, hey, he's going back to school. We have 3 first-round picks. This could be a guy we look at because there's a real chance we win 6 or 7 games, and it's not going to be Arch and it's not going to be Dante Moore. Maybe this is one of those guys that we look at, and now he becomes available. He may miss some time. You got to be confident in like this is going to be something that gets fixed first, and then I got Geno Smith playing anyway. Get him with a supplemental pick.
You know what? As I sit here, because I haven't given this a lot of thought to the Jets, as I sit here and I think about it, no, this is not going to happen. It's not
I don't
going
think it's going to happen either, but it would be worth something to talk about.
It's worth something to talk about. The Jets can't take a regular quarterback who doesn't have any side issues and turn him functional. They're going to take a guy that has a degenerate gambling problem that they draft in the supplemental draft.
Exactly.
And they're going to put him as their future quarterback? No, I can't.
I'm not using a first or second round pick on that guy.
No,
I'm not.
But if it's listen, 27 touchdowns, 5 picks. I was at Cincinnati. I think he wants to play for Texas Tech. I'm sure they give him a ton of money.
Did you see he said he used to bet the Indiana games when he was there just to feel part of the team?
Yeah, I did see that.
Why, Rick, I swear that's what he said.
Well,
I mean, we're laughing about it, but I mean, really, think about like how far over the edge a guy's got to be to do that. Well, I'm not. I would not feel comfortable.
A quarterback from BYU or USC and make that guy work. They're going to make a guy work who's just has a gambling addiction.
Well, maybe not, but like I said, 27 touchdowns, 5 picks last year. Had 9 rushing touchdowns, ran for 600 yards. Texas Tech gave him good money to be their guy. The team sees something in him. So
how does that work now? Do they get that money refunded?
Yeah, he's not going to get that money.
Yeah, if he doesn't play.
If he doesn't play,
or if he's ruled ineligible.
Right.
But if you're getting him for...
Someone's going to take him probably.
Yeah, if you're getting him for pennies on the dollar, maybe not dimes on the dollar.
Someone's going to take him clearly. I just would say, knowing the history of the Jets, let that be someone else's problem. I don't want to get involved with that.
And that's the thing about, they're calling it an addiction. Addiction doesn't just go away just because you went to rehab for a couple of months.
I mean, it could.
Yeah, but there's always the risk that it'll come back.
Right, but there's always a risk with anything. I mean, we're pretending like these guys are all like, you don't have guys on the team that have issues right now. Is it a risk? Absolutely, it's a risk. But maybe this is the moment where it's like, okay, like whatever I've been doing here is clearly jeopardizing my goals, so now it's got to stop.
Yeah, hopefully he can do that.
I'll give you some stats, Dave, just to see where the supplemental stuff goes. The last supplemental selection was in 2019. That was Jalen Thompson, a safety with a 5th rounder, Arizona.
Dave Brown was a supplemental pick.
Yeah, way back in 94, right? No, 92.
You guys, didn't the Giants draft someone in the supplemental draft?
That'd be him, Dave Brown.
Dave Brown, yeah. I thought more recently than that, though, no?
Terrell Pryor was the last quarterback.
Oh, right, at Ohio State, sure. So it's something that's not really a thing much anymore. You said the last player taken in the supplemental draft was 2019?
So that's 7 years, yeah.
Yeah, that's a long time. Knicks fans, get ready for the Eastern Conference Finals with ESPN New York. Join us for a live Game 1 pregame block party outside the Garden at Plaza 33. That's today starting at 3 o'clock. Don Hahn, Rosenberg broadcasting live, talking Knicks, breaking it all down, getting you ready for tip-off. It's your city, your team, so come be a part of it. Can I implore, make sure that you are well hydrated, have a lot of water with you, and make sure that you have sunblock on, please, if you're going to go to this event and stand outside for hour upon hour, because it's going to be hot, and it's going to be sunny, and it's going to be a lot of people there, and you're going to want to make sure to take the proper precautions.
And this guy knows after what he did to his face at Ben's baseball game.
That's right. 100% right.
Purchase
Also,
face-off.
today's Mets-Nationals game. That was not that. That was the very hot water that the hard-boiled eggs were in. It's almost like...
oh, yeah, I was right.
What?
I thought you guys did. Is Sam Beal.
Oh, the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. But how long ago was that? That's got to be a decade ago.
God, that feels like that wasn't that long ago. It was 2018.
2018, yeah.
That was the third round supplemental pick. I guess the NFL didn't have the supplemental draft the last couple of years.
He just said they haven't had one since 2019.
No, a pick.
That.
No, I'm saying they didn't even have a supplemental draft, though.
Well, technically, the supplemental draft doesn't happen if nobody makes a pick.
They only do it if someone is eligible for the supplemental draft.
Yeah, they didn't hold one in 2024. Was all I was saying. I wasn't saying when the last one was the last person picked was. They didn't. The NFL didn't have one in 2024.
Right. They don't have it at all if there's no one eligible for it.
Okay, with semantics.
Well, fine. Today's Mets-Nationals game can be heard on 1050 ESPN at 6 o'clock. Game 1 of the Knicks and Cavs can be heard right here on 880 ESPN New York at 7 o'clock. And all games can be streamed on the ESPN New York app. So let's get to some of the Knicks calls. 800-919-3776. You know he's excited. He's Joe in Ocean Gate. Good morning, Joe. How are you?
Good morning, guys. Absolutely, man. How could you not be excited? But I do, want to send my condolences to RJ. Bad loss last night, but at least he does have the Knicks, right, for to look forward to tonight. Hopefully, he'll feel better as the show goes on.
I don't even know if it's a bad loss.
Well, I'm just saying a heartbreak in a way, like you guys were saying earlier, when it's like final game, there's nothing else left, and you could just sit there on your couch stunned, and you're just like in silence, and then you just kind of, mosey on to bed and.
I mean, you mosey on to bed. I mean, you get into bed and you probably just want to sleep for the next 24 hours. Poor guy's on like 3 hours sleep right now.
That's true. The Knicks last night, I know you talk about the rest or whatever. Obviously, they will be fully rested, and I think as long as they come out with major energy and the defense is the hands are up and how they've been playing, the last 5-6 games, I think then, you'll get those turnovers and those easy layups, and then that'll help them to maybe knock off some of the rust. But I just super excited for the game tonight, and go Knicks. And hey, Dave, 65 or sooner, dude. Let's go.
Done, well done. Have you ever been in a situation where you've had extended rest and the other team didn't?
Like in my playing career?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Maybe. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we
so nothing. Well, probably not then, right? If nothing jumps off the page to you.
No, not that I can think of.
Okay. I'm just wondering, like, how big of a thing is this, and how much of a negative impact can it really have?
Well, I think it depends. I mean, the point he made is a good point, though. Like, I think most people that talk about it are more concerned about the shooting because the shooting was so good.
Right.
Right? Can you now?
We just hate to kind of get out of rhythm, right?
Correct. I mean, baseball's the same way. When you're hitting the ball the way, when you're in one of those where the ball looks like a beach ball, the last thing you want is days off. You just want to keep the thing rolling because you don't know how it's happening. That's the problem.
Right.
You can't
replicate it because you don't really exactly know what you're doing anyway.
Well, I'm not doing anything different, right? Like, I mean, that's what you tried to the whole, like, I'm focused on the process more than the actual result is because all I can control is the process. So for a lot of guys like myself and a lot of these guys, you're creatures of habit. You do the same thing every single day, and then all of a sudden you get on one of these runs where it's like, I couldn't let a goal in, but it's like I'm not doing anything different.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, so you don't really know. You just, like, ride it as long as you can ride it. But the defensive part of that is, well, I don't have to – the rhythm doesn't matter defensively. So, like, I mean, it could take us a minute to get our shot back, but as long as we're playing defense at the level they've been playing defense, it shouldn't be a huge deal.
Here's Mike Brown. He was asked the question, do you worry about the negative impact of having so many days off?
You worry about all those things, but at the end of the day, we've had a chance to rest too, and they've had to play, 14 games in 29, 30 days. And so, it could go either way. You just hope that, when we step out there, our competitive spirit is at an extremely high level, and we don't ease into the game at all, because they're a dangerous offensive team. They're very potent with their shooters and playmakers, and they have size and toughness and all that. So there's a lot of things you worry about, but that's why it's good that you got to go play the games.
A lot of coach speak in there, right? Well, you worry about everything with every
Well, he's been through it.
Size, and they're tough, and they're all that stuff.
He's been through it, though, right? I mean, he was the story that Wally told, that Allen brought to the air like 2 weeks ago or a week ago. I mean, he was the coach of that team, so he knows. And this is a good team. I mean, they are.
They are.
I mean,
listen, offensively, they can score. Harden, whatever you think about him, you don't trust him in a big game, all that stuff, he can score.
Well, he doesn't give you like a consistent run of, like, in big moments playing great basketball. Like, even Game 7, he wasn't good.
Right. But Donovan Mitchell, he's a guy that can fill it up. And the weird thing about Mitchell is, like, you'll watch him, you're like, ugh, he's not that good. Like, he's athletic, but he's just not, like, he'll have a half where he'll score 4 points and have a half where he'll score 34 points. So he's
going to have something to prove, too. He'll have something to prove. He wanted to be a Knick.
He wanted to be a Knick. He's from here. So, obviously, I mean, Donovan is a freak athlete. They shoot well.
They're a deeper team than Philly. Mobley's a great defensive player.
He's an elite defensive player, yes.
Yeah. I'd be interested to know how, because I think that the way they'll defend this is they'll kind of dare Josh to shoot. And if Josh is making his shots, what does that do for
Now, if Josh
Kenny
is
Atkinson?
not making his shots, what does that mean? Do you play him less and start playing other guys that can? Like more Deuce, more Shamet?
I think you got to think about it. But then Josh does all the things that, I mean, defensively, just
Right.
I mean, all the dirty stuff that you need done.
Right. And you can see Josh he never gets tired. You can see him chasing Mitchell or Harden around the perimeter and slowing them down and making it difficult on them. So in a perfect world, you want to play Josh Hart.
Well, here's the thing, though, right? In a perfect world, yes. But, I mean, credit to the staff, right? They're not afraid to make adjustments.
Right.
Change the offense.
Right. Well, you know what? Sometimes you have to.
Listen, everyone, it feels like, in order for that to work, everyone has to be bought in on one thing and one thing only. They've prioritized, this is our chance to win a championship. That's what the focus needs to be. All the other, selfish agendas, those are gone. As long as we win, that's the most important thing.
That's the most important thing. And last year, Game 1 was that collapse against Indiana. Remember it and do not replicate that. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. More of the Knicks, 800-919-3776. And for the locals in baseball last night, good success. DNR with you, ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening on the roads. Here she is. It's Debbie Duhaime.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Yep, good luck to the Knicks tonight. And good luck if you're on the Cross Bronx right now. It's bumper to bumper on the Cross Bronx eastbound getting out toward Castle Hill Avenue. It's a disabled tractor trailer. 2 lanes closed. All lanes subject to closure. Cross Bronx east out by Castle Hill Ave. Inbound GWB an hour because of the problems there. Lincoln 30, Holland about 40. LIRR, the strike has ended. Hourly service resumes at noon. Sponsored by True Green. True Green, the easiest way to get a golf course quality lawn. Don't wait. Sign up at TrueGreen.com and get your first application for $9.95. True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour. Let the pros do the work so you can enjoy your weekend. Hurry, offer ends 5/21. I'm Debbie Duhaime, 880 ESPN New York.
This is your reminder to check in daily, because every day during the NBA playoffs, FanDuel is serving up a happy hour. We're talking special drops you won't want to miss, from profit boosts to bonus bets and more. Check for a new reward every single day of the NBA playoffs, and don't miss your shot to get a little extra out of the action. And when every possession matters in the playoffs, FanDuel makes it easy to get closer to the action. From player props on your favorite stars to all the tools you need to back them up. FanDuel puts player research right at your fingertips fingertips so you can check stats, trends, and matchups all in one place and make your picks with confidence. It's everything you need all in one app. So don't miss your shot. Head to FanDuel.com/local to get started. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Rewards are non-withdrawable. Restrictions apply, including bonus and token expiration, leg requirements, and max wager amount. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
I keep seeing celebrities posts, me in the 90s versus now. Well, the person staring at me in the mirror is definitely not the same person that could pull off bootcut jeans. Time creeps up on us so slowly, you don't see it until suddenly you do. Same thing goes for your bills. $1 here, an uptick there. It's a slow burn until one day you realize the price you're paying now is way higher than when you signed up. But at T-Mobile, customers had the lowest wireless bills versus Verizon and AT&T over the past 5 years. And with T-Mobile on their experience plans, you get a 5-year price guarantee, so you know exactly what your plan price will be for the next 5 years. So at least that's one thing that won't change over time. I can't guarantee you'll still look good with frosted tips, but T-Mobile can give you a clear guarantee on your wireless plan.
Lower bills based on Harris X billing snapshots from Q3 21 to Q4 25 compared to average AT&T and Verizon bills. Comparison excludes discounts, credits, and optional charges. Price guarantee on talk, text, and data. Exclusions like taxes and fees apply. See T-Mobile.com.
Smalls here. If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds can turn into sinus infections that last weeks, ruining your perfect vacation getaway. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and a pharmacy, it's stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy at home. It includes prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of illnesses. So if you wake up sick, at home, or on the road, you have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, and no pharmacy lines. Also, no copays. Match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor. Start meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs a medical emergency kit, so order yours online in minutes. It's shipped right to your door. Save $45 with my promo code SMALLS at urgentcarekit.com/smalls. That's promo code SMALLS at urgentcarekit.com/smalls.
Prescription required. Always consult your doctor to determine if this product is right for you.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
The New York Knicks have redefined playoff dominance. It's a franchise record 7th consecutive playoff win.
It's the whole thing right now, man.
It's a wagon is what it is.
Our guys, they tried to take it to another level.
It's great when you see your team doing what we're doing and having that kind of focus.
They have blown out the Philadelphia 76ers to complete a clean sweep of Philly. The Knicks are on their way to the Eastern Conference Finals.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Tough team, well coached. It's going to be a tough battle.
On ESPN New York. And streaming live on YouTube.
Here we are, the 7 o'clock hour, game day. It's amazing to think that the Knicks are back in this situation. Eastern Conference Finals. Last year, game 1. Oh, you remember that? The Halliburton shot, back of the rim, goes up to like the heavens, comes back down, goes in. So you lost that. You remember it's the same team almost exclusively. You have to come out. You have to win this game tonight and take control of the series.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like you mentioned this earlier in the show, and we didn't talk about it yesterday just because it didn't feel like something that needed to be talked about yesterday. It's the feeling you have now where it's more excitement because you have this tremendous amount of confidence will be a little bit different if we don't win tonight.
If
tomorrow.
the Knicks lose tonight, and I don't think people jump off the bandwagon because but you lose a lot of your steam if you lose this game tonight. A lot of it.
Yeah, this feels like the game that you have your biggest advantage in, and that's the one thing we keep talking about. Hey, you overlook, and you heard Mike Brown, like the Russ thing. He probably thinks some of it's real just because you can't. There's nothing I can do in practice that's going to resemble what's going to happen tonight in game 1. Right? Intensity, desperation, physicality, all that. Because you're still trying to, get anyone hurt in practice or in a scrimmage. So nothing's going to be able to replicate that. It's in order for that to be like a benefit, like we're talking about OG's back and everything else. This is the game. This right here is the game. It's this game, and then it's if this thing goes 7, that's when your legs should show up because they've already played back-to-back 7-game series.
Right, and which is amazing to think they've already done it twice. And you have home court, which is something that we sat here, we talked about all regular season long of how they're not taking it all that seriously and how they lose these games. They're not going to win the division. They don't get the 2 seed. Well, didn't matter. Home court, home court, home court. So you had it last year in the Eastern Conference Finals. You couldn't push through. You have it again. You have to push through.
Well, you know what it feels like? It feels like this Knicks team is almost like you have to seal the deal for it to be like exactly what I'm about to say, but like there's a little bit of destiny, it feels like, involved in this. Like during these runs, there's sometimes we just have, like you said, wagon in the rejoin that are so good that it doesn't really matter. That's very rarely the case. Like those are, I mean, that's the Golden State Warriors with KD, right? They didn't need, they were just that good. They lost one game in the postseason run. And then most times it's like you got to have some luck involved. Like things have to fall your way to get to the finals. And it feels like the point you just made about, this team kind of, they knew they were a playoff team. They're not really prioritizing regular season games. Seeding doesn't really matter until it does matter. It hasn't mattered at all because you didn't have to play the Celtics on the road.
Very fortunate. Yep.
You're not playing Detroit on the road now. So, there's some, I don't want to say, I guess you could use luck involved with this. And now you're in as good a spot as you could possibly be in right now.
You got good fortune.
Yep.
Right? I mean, whether you want to say it's lucky or not, I mean, you knew you'd be home the first round. You didn't know you'd be home the second round. You were. You didn't think you'd be home the third round. You are. So you got to take advantage of that. And your buddy Jerry Ferrara's at it again.
Why does he keep coming after you? I don't understand.
I think he doesn't like me, and I'm uncertain.
Did he just tweet it?
No, yesterday.
Okay.
Because I had said, I think you agreed, and I think you agree now. I said if this team doesn't get to the NBA Finals right now, this team will never get there. And he was just like, here we go again. They were just in this situation last year. Now he's going to do this again. I don't know that he did it in that voice, but I feel like, you're given a golden opportunity. If you don't capitalize on it 2 years in a row, when are you ever going to get to the NBA Finals if you're the Knicks?
Well, you correct me if I'm wrong, though. I don't think that's as much a conversation if Giannis wasn't sitting there looming. Like, I think if you got
Giannis, you got the unknown of the Celtics, you got the Pistons are going to be a better team.
Well, no, but I'm not talking about those other teams. I'm talking about the fact that Giannis has flirted with being a Knick. And what does that mean? So you've let this group has gone last year, this year. Everything's kind of fallen into place for them. If they can't beat this team, then to your point, Indiana's going to be back. What does Boston look like? Detroit, they're going to add. They're going to go spend some money. Orlando, right? It may never be this perfect again. And if under perfect ideal circumstances, this group can't win, when will they win? I get your point, 100%.
Yeah. Well, I said it yesterday, and I guess he heard it yesterday, and then he started tweeting about it. But my whole thing is, why don't you join the show? If you have all these problems and he consumed the show yesterday, why don't you join the show?
Well, because I don't know if his take on the show, once you start talking about it, is going to be nearly as strong as kind of like the quick
tweets that he throws out there.
Yeah. Because once you start talking about it, I think it ends up being like, oh yeah, you know what? That does make sense. I think the idea that Giannis and what this team would look like with Giannis, I think that's why this conversation exists with this group. Because otherwise you'd be like, no, like this team is a really good team. Is it a championship level team? I don't know. Maybe they can tinker with some things, and it could be. But the fact that Giannis has already talked about he wants to be a Knick, if this group can't get it done, what would this group with Giannis look like?
If this group loses to Cleveland, that's underwhelming. You'd be highly disappointed.
Yes.
I think there's people who would look at this as a failed season if you get back here and have home court and Cleveland is the opponent. You think they're just going to run back next season?
Well, that's not, and that's without even getting to the NBA Finals to see what it looks like against the West. Right? We were just talking about how good, watch that game last night. It's like, oh, wow. These two teams are great teams.
That game last night was unbelievable.
Right, so you haven't even seen what it looks like against the West.
I can't even put that into my head. I don't even want to think about the Western Conference right now.
Well, no one does.
Because those teams are, quite frankly, they're kind of terrifying.
It's the same thing in the NHL right now. You watch Colorado play.
Yeah.
You watch Vegas play. So you'll watch Carolina go against Montreal, you'll watch that series, and then you'll watch Colorado buzzing around. You're like, I don't know.
And I feel like that as well. I don't know who's going to be able to get by Colorado. I don't think anybody's going to be able to get by Colorado.
Right. So, I mean, listen, you cross that bridge when you get to it. But to your point you were making, as far as this group of players is concerned, yeah, I mean, I would be hard-pressed to think that anyone, I'm not talking fans, anyone that's like in the front office of the Knicks right now would think that losing to a Cleveland team that just played back-to-back 7-game series that is kind of a little bit of a up-and-down team, you're fully rested and fully healthy, playing the best basketball you've played all season long. If you can't get through that, it's like, well, what?
When will you ever?
The circumstances will never be ideal like this again.
Right. Or they may not be ideal like this
what
again.
Are the chances, though, man? I mean,
none.
Like, knock on wood here, cross your fingers. Like, Mitch is healthy. You've handled him perfectly. OG's hamstring wasn't that bad.
You like the matchup against Cleveland. You have home court against Cleveland. You're rested. The bench is good, right? I mean, it's all. It feels like the stars are aligning. So finish it now.
You already changed the coach, right? Like you changed the coach.
Yeah, of course. So finish it now. Here's Jalen. He was asked, how can last year's Eastern Conference final experience help this team for this season?
I think experience always is able to teach you a lot of lessons. I think this time around, obviously, we know what we have to do. Obviously not going to be easy at all, but I think being able to close games and close quarters are going to be really important for us. Obviously, last year with Game 1, we didn't do that. And then Game 2, obviously losing as well. So it kind of really it changed a lot. So for us, we just got to be prepared and got to understand what we have to do the entire game for 48 minutes and not just be locked in and win or lose, have short-term memory.
Yeah, that's hard. I'm sure it's probably less hard for the players, but it's so hard to have as a fan short-term memory because you lose one of
as a
these
player,
games.
you have to.
I know. I'm not saying you don't have to. I'm just saying it's hard to do.
I mean, I know it's a great show, but like the whole Be a Goldfish, you have to be.
It's coming back,
I love that show. During the course of a game, you have to be. I would say, and this may be lowbrow for you, I don't know how you feel about Ted Lasso, the scene in that show where he goes and plays darts.
That's the best scene.
Could be my favorite scene of
the Walt Whitman quote, right?
Oh, my God, it was so good.
Be curious.
I just like how he played that out, and then he just boom, boom, boom. I was like, oh, this is unbelievable.
Can I share something with you?
Yeah.
I'd say at least once a month, I will go to YouTube and search for that scene and watch that scene.
I don't know. It's such a great scene.
It's a great scene.
Like he's in that moment, and it's the ex-husband. It's
Rupert.
So good.
It's a terrific show. RJ, have you seen Ted Lasso?
Yeah, I have not.
You know what I think? Yeah, I think maybe. Well, you can't do it today because of the Knicks, but maybe because you're not in a great mindset. I think an uplifting, positive show like Ted Lasso would be just what you need right now.
That's an Apple TV vehicle, right?
Right. Have you seen it?
I've not. Don't have Apple TV.
God.
I've seen bits and pieces here, and I have a bunch of friends who are all fans of it, and I'm sure I would like it. I don't have Apple TV.
I've heard nothing but good things. So I'll add it to the list when the list is able to be addressed further.
I don't know what to say to you today.
You know what? I'm going through my notes from Game 1 last year against the Pacers, and it actually got me more upset now.
Copious notes.
That was a brutal loss.
It's copious notes. I should show you them. That when Halliburton makes
the notes from a year ago,
save all of them.
Guys has the notes for everything.
I don't erase them. Is that Halliburton didn't? He thought it was a 3, so he did the choke sign too.
Right.
Son of a.
Yeah.
They went on
that shot. That shot will haunt you until. And then last night, like you can't get away from it. Last night you're watching the game. Reggie Miller's doing it. Thunder's down like 7 with 15 seconds to go. They're like, well, this game's pretty much over. He's like, I remember a time that a team came back from down 8 with 8 seconds to go. I was like, oh my God.
Shut up, Reggie.
Stop it.
Yeah, the Pacers won a 17-6 run in the last 2:38 of the fourth.
What a gag job that was, huh?
Ugh.
What an awful loss that was. By the way, can NBC figure out a way to put a camera where there's like not a man right in front of the camera holding God knows what, please?
You had that. Then you had the sound in the hockey game got all messed up. I mean,
well, the basketball too.
I think the sound in the basketball got messed up too. Wasn't a great night.
No.
Knicks had a 9-point lead with less than a minute left.
Stop.
Did they really?
9-point lead with 58 seconds left.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, Ray, if you don't remember the past, you're doomed to repeat it.
Of course, but
so we need to.
Did you just listen to Jalen Brunson? They know. They know.
Okay, but we're allowed to discuss it.
Sure, I just don't want to relive it because those 10 minutes were 10 minutes of real time were hell. They were actually hell.
He's not going to stop. He's just going to pile on.
Yep.
How many points in the last 3:14 of that first game? How many points do you think the Pacers scored?
26.
23 points.
Oh my God!
In 3 minutes.
In 3 minutes.
But then, it's still like anything goes the right way. Like it's a moot point. Like they call it the one that kills me. Again, it's not the reason they lost, but like they if they rightfully called the goaltending before the one play turned around, it's game over. It's game over. We're never having that discussion.
Yeah, that was Turner on Brunson.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a clear goaltending.
And that led to Nemhardt's right corner 3, 5-point swing.
Oh, now you're becoming a bit much. The one I'll never get over is the infamous one. It's the shot that hits the back of the rim, bounces up like 25 feet, and bounces right back in.
Terrible.
I mean, how often does that happen? Like once a decade, something like that happens?
Maybe. I mean, it happened to us, though, so you'll never forget it.
You'll never forget it. Although it'll make it a lot easier pill to swallow if you come out and you beat up on Cleveland this season.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, listen, that also felt like it was, as painful as that was, it felt like it might have been like a year early. It sucks that it was to the Pacers and how it turned out because it felt like that's a series that you should have won, but still. I mean, to be back here now with home court advantage, learning, already have learned what you learned last year. It seems like it seems like since Game 3, like this team is not messing around. So to Jalen's point about, hey, I don't care what the situation is. Like we could have a great first quarter. Don't potentially screw that up by taking your foot off the gas at the end of the quarter. Finish the quarter strong. Finish the half strong.
I agree.
Like don't give teams momentum.
And remember what you just went through. You took your foot off the gas last season and it bit you nowhere. So don't do it again.
That's right.
Learn from your mistakes. 800-919-3776. So Knicks calls, welcome. Yankees, got a little tenuous last night. Mets the same. We'll talk about the baseball leading into Buster at 7:35. It's DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
Programming alert. Today's Mets-Nationals game can be heard on 1050 ESPN at 6 p.m. Game 1 of the Knicks and Cavs can be heard on 880 ESPN New York at 7 p.m. And all games can be streamed on the ESPN New York app.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Hey Yankees fans, gather a group of 10 or more and take advantage of our 2026 Yankees group ticket specials. Whether you're getting together with family and friends, organizing a fundraiser, or entertaining clients, your group will love bonding over the Bronx Bombers. Start planning your 2026 group outings today. Log on to Yankees.com/groups. Call 212-YANKEES or email us at groups@Yankees.com. That's 2026 group tickets. Call 212-YANKEES or visit Yankees.com/groups today.
The New York City Department of Correction offers countless career opportunities, from specialized units to leadership roles that support public safety and change lives for the better. It starts with one step: registering for the New York City Correction Officer exam. Earn over $109,000 after just 5.5 years. Benefits on day one, job security, pension at any age after 22 years of service. Go to nyc.gov/joinDOC or search Join DOC. One career, many opportunities. Registration ends next week. Take the test.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
Your summer starts now with Memorial Day deals at the Home Depot. It's time to fire up summer cookouts with the Next Grill 4-burner gas grill on special buy for only $199. And entertain all season with the Hampton Bay West Grove 7-piece outdoor dining set for only $499. This Memorial Day, get low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. While supplies last. Pricing valid May 14th through May 27th. U.S. only. Exclusions apply. See homedepot.com/price match for details.
The NFL schedule dropped, and it's time to settle up. There's road trips to plan, hotels to book, tickets to split, tailgates to cover, scores to settle, all the things for the season. But now, when you send $10 or more to a friend with PayPal by May 28th, you could win 2 tickets to every home game of your favorite team. Yep, the whole season. Visit paypal.com/P2P sweeps. No purchase necessary. See website for details, including how to enter by mail. Brought to you by PayPal, official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the 3rd time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. Mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Buster Olney joins us in about 15 minutes, and then we have CMT. Hey, Ray, are you running point on CMT, or are we going to let RJ do it?
As far as I know, RJ's prepared to do it.
Okay, all right. I just want RJ to do as little as possible today. I know.
Listen, if he wants me to step in for him, I can, but I think he's put it all together. He should.
It'll be kind of last minute to step in now.
I think it's a welcome distraction, though. I think we need to keep him busy.
Probably.
Yeah. It's possible. Otherwise, you just dwell on all the negativity.
Sit there in his misery.
Yeah.
I think it's a welcome. A couple of things I'm realizing as the longer the morning goes. Distractions are good, and this is not great for my relationship with Canada. The feelings I'm feeling, it's just not good.
Maybe it's good for you. Maybe it's good for our relationship. That is really hammering home how much we hate Canada.
He hates Canada. Now you hate Canada.
Well, I mean, you see that they cut to the shot of the Bell Center too, and there's just like tens of thousands of people in an empty arena.
What do you want them to do? Like, they're excited for their team.
It's like you with the Mets yesterday. Those Yankee fans that were mad at you. What do you want to do? Not acknowledge it?
They're doing exactly what they should be doing.
And why are you angry about that?
And I'm doing exactly what I should be doing. Everyone's doing what they should be doing. There are consequences for this victory. I want them to know that. I likely just me hating them forever. Mostly.
Do you think sports talk radio up in Canada, Montreal right now, is like, we have lost R.J. Santillo. He will no longer be a fan of this entire nation?
I don't think it's the Open. I think it's like an 8:45.
Right. Something you kind of bury in the midst of the show.
They're good. They're a good team. They're a good team. Rick said earlier, I don't feel like that's a game like, how could they let that get away? They got done 2-0. It's amazing. They battled back. They got the game to overtime, and it almost felt like they needed to get it done in regulation because they haven't lost back-to-back games in Montreal in like months.
And Newhook is the Game 7 guy.
He is. He's like the new Justin Williams.
Missed the Game 7.
Yeah.
Justin Williams, great golfer too.
Sorry, RJ.
Little nugget. RJ's gonna be fine. His team.
No, you don't know that.
Yes, he will.
I
Once
would
he takes
take
a step
that to my
back
grave.
in the emotion of last night, and the fact that his 2-year-old didn't sleep really. I mean, once he deals with all those, picks up all those pieces.
Now he's going to have to pick up the pieces tonight, though, when he goes home and Antonio's a mess and throwing toys around the apartment.
No, that's not for me to clean up. That's for daycare today to do. Unfortunately.
He's got no choice, though. He's got to he's got to be right back on the wagon tonight, though.
I should send them a message. Sorry for what's going to.
Yeah, sorry for what you're in store for today.
It'll just say, "I'm sorry," and they'll say, "Why?" He's not even here yet.
And then
you'll
they'll
find
be like,
out.
"Why?" You'll see. You
You
can't let him stay up for the Knicks game tonight.
The 8:00 start is it's treacherous for everyone involved. Yeah, I don't think I can go back to back.
Just make sure you put on your little note, this is Canada's fault. Canada did this.
Yes. The reason he's acting out the way he is, Canada.
The reason he's just feral at daycare.
Yeah, blame Canada.
Yep.
Today's Mets-Nationals game, by the way, guys, can be heard on 1050 ESPN at 6 o'clock. Game 1 of the Knicks and the Cavs can be heard right here on 880 ESPN New York starting at 7 o'clock with a extended 1-hour pregame show. All games can be streamed on the ESPN New York app. So as the Sabres were losing a overtime game, and as you saw a double overtime game between the Thunder and the Spurs, the Mets also went to overtime, and they did something you haven't seen since 1919, scored 10 runs in an extra inning. That game had, the Mets trailed, Soto with the hit, they take the lead, it looks good, Raley blows it, Myers blows it, then they get out of it, like all the ebbs and flows of a game you could possibly want. And in the end, the Mets win, and that's 6-1 in their last 7.
Yeah, and it feels like, things, now we'll talk to Buster about this, but like just as far as how things are kind of happening, it feels like we're starting to get some good mojo here a little bit. Like we're getting the breaks here a little bit.
The kids feel like they're adding a lot of energy to this team right now.
They definitely have energized this group. Because you're searching for something at that point. When you get off to the start that they got off to, it's like, okay, like what are we? And that's why it was the whole Mendoza. Should he be fired? And you see what's happening in Philly right now with Donnie. Something needed to change. There had to be some kind of infusion of life or hope. And, it felt desperate at the time, and it was desperate at the time. But, it definitely has given them the spark that they were looking for.
Well, Benj has been great. Like, he got off to that awful start, and then we're talking about, did they ruin him? How bad is this going to be? And, he has bounced back in a big way, in a huge way. He gets big base hits all the time. He's in the leadoff spot. He's a threat on the bases. And then Ewing, we had the thought of, oh, God, is this just desperation? And it might have been, but it's also worked. He clearly belongs. He's clearly not overwhelmed by being here with the big club. And he adds another dynamic where he's got a lot of speed, so he gets on the bases and he causes trouble. Even last night when he got on, I can't even remember what inning that was, but he gets on. They try to pick him off. They throw the ball away, and now he takes second base.
Right, you put pressure on the defense.
Yes.
Right,
and they have that, and they haven't had a ton of that lately.
Well, because the one thing that they don't really have, and now it's not as simple as if they had just kept Pete, is they don't have a lot of power in the lineup.
Mm-mm.
They don't. As far as the amount of slug that they have in the lineup has not been good. Bichette has to get going. I think that goes without saying.
Well, he kind of got going last night a little bit.
He did, but then Beatty had a good night, but Soto has been slow since coming back from the injury. Like, he needs to be Juan Soto. With no Luis Robert, no Polanco. There's too many missing pieces for him not to be like the MVP version of himself. Especially with what's going on in your rotation.
Right. The Holmes injury, I would have been so excited on Sunday night after beating the Yankees in that epic comeback the way they had it, but the loss of Holmes is just so disheartening.
Right. And how do you address it? Right. This is not like I said yesterday.
I don't think
it's not like Garrett
really
Cole's coming back.
What are you supposed to do? You can't go all right, bring up the next Clay Holmes. That doesn't exist.
No, it's been one of the few moves that David Stearns has made that's actually really worked out. Peralta's fine, but Peralta's giving you how many innings? It's like he's not giving you length.
Yeah, he's a 5, and if you get lucky, a little bit more guy.
Right. So, Clay Holmes was your most consistent. Now, highest ceiling is obviously Nolan McLean, but Holmes has been great. Christian Scott is fine.
He's fine.
He's fine. That's what I'm saying.
He wasn't good last night. You needed a lot of bullpen last night.
And the bullpen wasn't good. Raley wasn't good. Myers wasn't good.
Really good. He had no command last night.
No, Brazoban was good, thankfully.
By the way, you know what's amazing? And we criticize all the time, defensive run save. Beatty, who's never played first base, he was awesome at first base last night.
He's a good defensive player.
That throw on the fielder's choice was incredible. And that pick on the Brazoban throw, which was not a good throw, where he fumbled the ball, picked it up, threw it down to first, that was a great pick at first base.
Have you ever seen anything like that, though? I don't think I've ever seen anything like that in extra innings where they have a position player pitching in the midst of an extra inning game.
No.
Never.
No, definitely I have not. No.
Like the umpires were confused.
Yeah.
Like they were like...
Well, they knew it was over, and they were just like... but that wasn't even pitching.
No, it wasn't pitching at all.
I didn't even know what you would... That was pathetic.
Yeah, it wasn't great. I don't know. It feels like... Is that one of those situations when you get in there, it's like... If I look like I'm trying and I stink, it's more embarrassing than just looking like I don't care.
You're talking about the pitcher?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I don't know. I don't think it mattered. That was not going to look good.
No, but you've seen some position players that go in there, and they're not. It's not terrible.
Right, and like the ball doesn't get thrown at an angle.
Right, and then there's some that like you're clearly throwing the ball easy on purpose because it's harder to hit, and then there's some that just look like just like I don't want to look like I'm really trying hard because if I do get hit around here, I don't want to be embarrassed.
How hard do you think he was throwing the ball?
Not hard.
Like at 50, maybe?
Yeah, not hard at all.
I mean, you could see guys who are making a concerted effort, like stay back.
Yeah, right. Give me the heaviest bat and let me make sure I stay back.
And how about
here.
Soto? I mean, you get bomb after bomb, like double, triple. This ball's off the wall, then Soto pops up.
Yeah, that's one of those but no win situations at that point.
Yeah, it does kind of feel like it. We don't really have a ton of time to get to the Yankees, but that's a good win because you're on the verge of thinking they're going to lose that game. Tampa wins again. You could be 4 games back.
Tampa didn't just win. They assaulted
they dismantled
Baltimore.
Yeah, they dismantled. But here's the thing. At what point do we start to talk about David Bednar?
I think we already are.
I mean, it's a legitimate problem. I can't believe they left him in for so long last night.
Right, but that's that what do you do though?
I don't know.
Right, I mean it feels like it's gonna have to be addressed, but what do you do? It's not Duvall.
It's not Duvall, it's not Cruz, it's not Yarborough, I don't know. Not Hedrick, I don't know.
I mean,
I guess you stick with him until you make a trade for someone.
Is it Weathers? I mean, does Weathers get bumped into that spot?
I mean, I think he's going to get bumped into the bullpen at some point. Is it Warren?
I mean, is it a young kid of the minors? Is it? Do you say to yourself? I mean, because at some point you're going to have to. It's like we're playing this game with Manaea right now, where we kind of want to keep him stretched out because we don't really know what we want to do with him. So it's kind of like a weird spot to be in. I mean, does it end up being?
They can have Manaea. Would you like RJ? Would you like Manaea?
Is it Elmer? Is it Rodriguez? He just got sent back down.
Right.
I wonder if they're saving Legrand too.
Are we really going to go with Legrand?
That's his name.
Yeah, but can we not call him Lagrange?
No.
Listen, I'm going Etienne. That's H-N now, baby.
No. Too many years.
What do you mean? You tell me what you want to be called.
No, it's like when RJ fields the call and he says you're Steve from wherever. Yes, now you're Steve. Once you've been that person for years, you're now that person.
He's Dominican. It's Legrand. Okay, you can deal with it.
I feel like you guys have heard this too. Travis Kelce.
Kels, right?
It's Kels, yeah.
Too many years in though.
Yeah.
Right, but he hasn't made a
Lagrange
point.
is supposed to have really good stuff.
It's not Lagrange.
Oh, he's got. I think he throws 102.
Yes.
He would translate well.
Yankees don't have that. Like Bednar doesn't miss he does not put people away. Like he does not swing and miss stuff.
No, I would imagine from the Yankees fan standpoint, he's very frustrating.
Had he blown that game to Toronto of all teams last night?
I mean, George Springer was begging him because that would have been bases loaded, but he swung at ball 4 at least once, if not more.
Today would have been a tough day for David Jared Bednar.
Yes. What do you, Jared Bednar, right? He said man, Jared Bednar, he's a real problem. And my first thought was like, Jared Bednar.
Yeah, on Colorado's bench, he's a real problem.
Yo, that was clearly your first thought because you went right along with it. Clearly
No, I was like, I don't think that's his name, but I wasn't, because you said it so confidently. I was like, I don't think that's his name, but I'm not quite sure what his name is.
That could have been Ray's.
It can be Jared for now.
Ray, that could have been your Freddie Pinheiro moment. I don't know his name. I don't know his name.
I don't know his name, but I did know his name. But I did know his name. It's just, the Colorado coach, for whatever reason, was in my head.
I love that Jazz is wearing Stanton's pants, too, by the way.
MC Hammer pants, man.
He looks ridiculous.
It looks great. Stanton's pants, Caballero's bat.
Listen, if it's working for him, it's working.
Man. I can't believe that was a home run. When he hit that, I was like, all right, foul ball. And then he's like leaning in. He's like, come on, stay fair. I was like, Steve, what are you talking about?
Home run.
Home run. Couldn't believe it. All right. Let's take a break. We got Buster Olney on the other side. We'll get to all things baseball with him. The Mets, the Yankees, the National League, all of it. DNR with you. Very busy Tuesday on ESPN New York.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Big events are bringing more riders across the region. So if you're taking New Jersey Transit for everyday trips, plan ahead. check schedules, allow extra time, and consider traveling outside of peak hours when you can. New Jersey Transit is running additional service to help keep everyone moving. But a little planning goes a long way. Stay aware, be courteous, and ride smart. New Jersey Transit, keeping your day on track. Plan your trip at njtransit.com.
I'm a dog, and my job is to make you happy. So I recommend Optimum Fiber for your home. It's famously fast, way better than flaky 5G home internet, which can slow down the more people, or dogs, are online. So switch to Optimum Fiber, starting at only $25 a month with a 5-year price lock. Call 888-4-OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. That's 888-4-OPTIMUM. Gus, fetch! I gotta take that. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Your summer starts now with Memorial Day deals at the Home Depot. It's time to fire up summer cookouts with the Next Grill 4-burner gas grill on special buy for only $199. And entertain all season with the Hampton Bay West Grove 7-piece outdoor dining set for only $499. This Memorial Day, get low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. While supplies last, price and valid May 14th through May 27th. U.S. only, exclusions apply. See homedepot.com/price match for details.
The NFL schedule dropped, and it's time to settle up. There's road trips to plan, hotels to book, tickets to split, tailgates to cover, scores to settle. All the things for the season. But now, when you send $10 or more to a friend with PayPal by May 28th, you could win 2 tickets to every home game of your favorite team. Yep, the whole season. Visit paypal.com/P2P sweeps. No purchase necessary. See website for details, including how to enter by mail. Brought to you by PayPal, official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Progressive knows sports brings people together, but you gotta feel bad for people who don't even get it. Some people will never know what it's like to see their favorite team's hopes decided by a ping pong ball to draft the next superstar. Or not. I mean, sure, it's silly for your happiness to hinge on the success of a 20-year-old entry-level employee, but you just can't help yourself. The stress is exhilarating. Progressive can't bring people together like the draft, but we can bring your home and auto insurance together with a bundle. So switch and see if you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states or situations.
Another dominating step towards a championship.
And for the second consecutive season, the Knicks are on their way to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Will this be the year the Knicks punch their ticket to the NBA Finals?
Inbound stolen by McBride, and then Brunson buries a far corner 3. 5 points for Brunson in about 3 seconds.
Thanks to all our New York Knicks partners this season, including New York Presbyterian, NYC Department of Corrections, Boost Mobile, and the Parisman Firm on ESPN New York.
Oh, yeah. DNR with you, ESPN New York. Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, oh, it's Tully time. 6:45 Mets Nationals, 7:05 Yankees Blue Jays, 8 o'clock Game 1 Eastern Conference Finals, Knicks and the Cavs at the Garden. That's Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. One of our favorite times of the week. It's the Buster Olney Report brought to you by the Parisman Firm. And we bring in the man that is part of the Buster Olney Report, Buster Olney. Good morning, Buster. How are you?
I'm doing great. What's happening?
Congratulations with the big graduation from last weekend, by the way.
Oh, man. I can't go too deep into it. It's too emotional, but it was really cool over the weekend to see my son Jake graduate from Hofstra and to see this great circle of friends that he developed during his time there. It definitely, it's an experience that takes your breath away as a parent.
I'm sure. So congratulations really from
Thank
all
you.
of us here. All right, so let's get to it. Every week we talk to you, and it's just the negativity with the Mets. They're such a disaster, injury after injury. How will they ever recover? They probably won't. Well, you know what? That being said, they've had a nice little run here. Sweep the Tigers, miraculously 2 out of 3 against the Yankees, and then win a game they certainly could have lost last night. Any different feel with the Mets right now?
Sure, without a doubt. I mean, they are. It was fun watching that game last night in extra innings to see all the players at the front of the dugout engaged. And I was thinking about this, I covered Davey Johnson for a year when he was manager of the Orioles, and he would always talk about the benefit of having young players around, right? They're not, worn down. They're not in their early 30s. They're getting their career started, and they're excited. And Benj is excited, and Ewing is excited, and you wonder how much that energy is rubbing off the other guys. The big comeback win against the Yankees on Sunday. I'm sure you guys have talked about it. The most runs in an extra inning in the National League since 1919 last night with the 10 runs. So we'll see if they're able to keep it going. The National League mountain is enormous. If they were in the American League, they'd be right in the thick of the wild card chase. But they're in the National League, so they have a long fight ahead of them. But there's no doubt that there's a different feel when you're watching the games right now. It doesn't feel stale.
Buster, how important, though, was that Yankees series and getting those couple wins on the heels but on the heels of Clay Holmes going down, right? Clay Holmes is – now, he doesn't have the ceiling necessarily as Nolan McLean, but he's been your best, most consistent pitcher, and all of a sudden now he's gone for a couple months. How important were those wins to kind of just – because it felt like I heard after that game, it was like – that's the worst they had seen the clubhouse. Like morale was completely shot at that point.
Yeah, and some of the reporters who were covered that press conference, Carlos Mendoza made the announcement to reporters, they talked about how it felt like that he was down. And so, yeah, you're 100% right. For them to respond the way they did in the aftermath of that injury, that's pretty cool. And again, I do wonder if it's just a situation where they have their backs against the wall, they lose one of their big guys. You have young players showing up every day looking to make their mark in the big leagues. And this is great. I mean, a week ago, we were having a conversation about whether or not they could get back to 500. Could they get back in the race? And it feels different this week.
So what do we do now? I mean, it's McLean, it's Peralta, and how what do you do losing such a big weapon in Clay Holmes?
You hope that you can sort of make it up as you go along, right? I mean, it's not as if there's a bunch of guys out available in the trade market. And we talked about this. Steve Cohen is a numbers guy. And if you look at their chances for getting back in this thing, it's probably long. You don't want to pay the price. If you were to call up another team to get a veteran starter in here to try to prop up this team, you let it play out. And you hope that Bo Bichette continues to swing the bat better, and that eventually you get Francisco Lindor back, and that you just continue to build the momentum. But it's going to be a huge challenge because, again, you think about it. If you're in the National League, the Red Sox have gotten off this terrible start. The Detroit Tigers, just this wave of injuries. The Toronto Blue Jays, the rotation's been decimated. Those teams are all within 2.5 games of a wild card spot. If you're in the National League, on the other hand, and the National League has won about 2/3 of the games so far, the interleague play between these, the two leagues, you're staring up at a division where you got the Braves, Phillies, you got the National League Central teams taking a step forward, Brewers, Cubs, the Dodgers and Padres are playing great. You're going to have to crack that, and it's going to be a tough task. But if you're the Mets, and I mean, Rick, you've been in these situations. I haven't, but these are the times when you're just like, you know what, don't worry about it. Just go play the games. And they've been playing better.
Yeah, that's all you can do is try to dig yourself out of this hole, get to 500, and then see where we're at. Buster, I know at the time it felt like it was desperate, and it probably was desperate, but calling up, A.J. Ewing, I mean, how impressed have you been? Dave and I were talking about this earlier, just how comfortable he looks at such a young age.
Yeah, 100%. I talked to a couple of evaluators about him, and they thought, because we talked last week about the risk of calling up a young player. It's the command of the strike zone, which I think separates him, and it gives him a chance in a situation like this. And he's got the power. You just love the feel of where they're just saying, hey, we're just going to let these two guys play and run with it. And I'll make the comparison again that it was like sticking Nolan McLean in the rotation at the end of last year. Nolan McLean thrived. The Mets may not have survived down the stretch, but he did great. And it might be the same thing with these two young outfielders. And then you have something. You know what you have going forward, no matter what happens the rest of the year with Luis Robert and some of the other injured veterans they have.
So is this, I mean, when you fast forward 5-10 years down the road, is this it? Is it Benj? Is it Ewing? Is it Soto? Is that going to be your trio moving forward?
It looks like it, doesn't it? I mean, when you get Soto with the contract that he has, he's here. He's with the Mets going forward. Both those guys are considered to be high-end prospects. They look like they're going to have an impact. You love the athleticism. So I think you're 100% right. I think we don't know what's going to happen at third base. We don't know what's going to happen at first base. We don't know what's going to happen at second base. Two-thirds of the rotation, you have questions about going forward. But in the outfield, it does feel like they're in a good spot.
All right, Buster, let's switch over to the Yankees here. So Anthony Volpe comes back from the shoulder. They keep him down. Caballero gets hurt. They call him up. I know that, Booney had said, listen, hey, Caballero's earned the spot. It's going to be his spot. But with what's going on at third base, I mean, where do you think Volpe fits into this whole thing?
That's why, I mentioned last week that he just go and try other positions, go and work at other positions. Before games, fielders can go to a coach and say, hey, let me go take ground balls at third base. Go hit me ground balls at second base. Mookie Betts, in those years when he was playing the outfield for the Dodgers, he liked playing the infield. So before games, he'd go and take ground balls at shortstop. I hope that's what Volpe's doing to make himself an option. Whether it's, if Jazz Chisholm doesn't hit and we get closer to the trade deadline, the Yankees are looking for alternatives. You mentioned third base. Make yourself an option going other places. Now, Caballero could play third. Theoretically, you could have Volpe at shortstop. But it just depends on how that plays out. I would say this. I mean, Volpe, this looks like the Volpe they had early in his career where he's hitting the ball to all fields. His strikeout rate is way down. He's not chasing pitches out of the zone. At his worst, it was like 29%. This year, it's down to 19%, 7 walks already. And he seems to be re-engaging on the base path. This is the best way for Anthony Volpe, I think, to have an impact on the Yankees.
What's going on with the Yankees right now? I mean, I know it's a long season, but they got beat up by the Brewers, right? Looked kind of silly a little bit of that series. The Orioles, that's a bad team. They should have at least won 2 out of 3. The Mets got them 2 out of 3. Fortunate last night to win that game, I thought. Like, are we just a regular season kind of runners or something a little more?
Yeah, there's no doubt. If they don't win the division, let's say they lose to Tampa Bay by 2 games, they're going to look back at this period with regret. Because in this most recent road trip, they could have easily gone 6-3 and they went 2-7, and they were giving away games. I would say this road trip sort of, I think, defined what they're going to need at the trade deadline. They're going to need bullpen help, and they're going to have to be out in the marketplace and be aggressive with that. And maybe what we saw on this road trip, it helps to define exactly what they're going to target going to close to the deadline. I got to believe that they're going to want to get somebody who has capability of closing games. David Bednar, his teammates love him in Pittsburgh. He lost the closer's job a couple times, but he battled through. He's not afraid of anything. But you saw last night what a struggle with his command, right? His pitch count going over 30s to close out that game. And so as we go along here, that's going to be a priority. You got to get somebody who potentially is a plan B. And also they have to upgrade the offensive catcher one way or the other. Either Austin Wells has to hit or they have to go and make a deal, do something. But that part of the team has to improve. They just can't have a 0 offensively in that spot.
Buster, how much of what you're seeing here, too, could be that Stanton being hurt again and not being in the middle of that lineup?
Yeah, they had that great stat on the Yes Network last night about the Yankees' record when he's in the lineup, when he's out of the lineup. There's no doubt his presence lengthens the lineup. Now, Paul Goldschmidt has been on a heater lately, and that sort of offsets some of that, but especially when they're not getting anything out of Wells offensively. And think about it. We are now in mid-May, and Austin Wells has 5 RBI. That's crazy. Like, they have the worst catching production in baseball so far. And you do wonder now that we're more than a quarter of the way into the season if they're going to start rethinking that. You guys brought up the idea of Ben Rice last week. I checked into that after I was on your show and I got back. Now, it's not something that they've talked about. I think the perfect trade candidate for the Yankees this summer is going to be Ryan Jeffers of the Minnesota Twins. He's a veteran catcher. He's a free agent at year's end. So the Twins will at least be thinking about possibly moving him. He's batting close to 300. He murders left-handers, right? We know that there's the issue with the Yankees with the left-handed imbalance with their catchers. Ryan Jeffers is also really good at pitch framing, something that the Yankees value. So that is, I think, the big name to watch for with the Yankees as we go forward.
Let me ask you, do you have anything else Yankees related, Rick? Because I wanted to ask him about the NL a little bit.
Well, no, I was just going to say to that point with the catching position, like Austin Wells is a really good defensive catcher. Like their metrics, like he's great defensively, and you could live with a light hitting catcher if there were other spots in your lineup, like if Ryan McMahon could actually hit. Like that's been a problem. Like Grisham is not the same. Now he's hitting the ball hard and the batting average with balls in play is good. He's unlucky, whatever you want to call it. But that's not the same Grisham you saw last year. So they have there are other spots that they're not getting the production, which really kind of highlights how bad the catching position has been offensively.
100%. And that's, if the team's rolling and they're winning, then you're not worried about the fact that you're not getting anything out of your catcher spot. But that's not the case. And you don't know for sure. I mean, Jazz has been better the last week or so, but you don't know if that turnaround is going to continue as you go forward. And they're going to need a longer lineup. And that's why Stanton's absence hurts right now, especially. I'm sure that is part of the early conversations the Yankees are starting to have. Now, the crazy thing about Jeffers is, again, in the American League, you've got a Minnesota Twins team. No one expects them to contend. Their owner is basically telling the fan base, look, we're trying to win this year, which seems crazy. It's like the Artie Moreno Award, the owner of the Angels who hung on to Shohei Ohtani through a trade deadline rather than get value for him. And that could be a factor in whether or not Jeffers is moved. But if he is moved, man, he would lengthen out the Yankees lineup. And you mentioned the pitch framing. It's interesting. With the ABS system, the value of the pitch framing in baseball, which has been so high in the way the teams assess it, it definitely has taken a hit by 30% in terms of the run value. Being a great pitch framer is not as important as it was before ABS.
Well, unless you're going against the Mets, who stink at challenging, and they have no challenges left, you can frame the hell out of
it. There you go.
Or if they don't even challenge a play, and the umpire's like, you know what, let's go check that one, like the one with Brett Beatty.
You guys saw the one in the Brewers game last night?
No, I didn't see that. What happened?
It was a challenge. The catcher, William Contreras of the Brewers, challenged it. They showed it on the big board. It was a strike, and the umpire said, call confirmed, and he didn't overturn it. Everyone is looking at him like, what are we doing here?
So they called it wrong?
They called it wrong twice.
Oh.
The original call was wrong. They challenged it, and on the big board it showed strike, and the umpire said, the call's confirmed. And I didn't actually see an explanation for why that happened, but it was clearly wrong twice.
Wow, that's interesting. When the Yankees played down in Tampa recently, they got run out of the building. The athleticism and what Simpson does. I know it's huge. I know you're chasing Tampa, but how big is this weekend for the Yankees just to kind of get back on good footing against Tampa?
Enormous. I think we made the comparison before that it's like when you play the Rays, they're the one college basketball team that full court presses for 40 minutes, right? They just keep coming at you. And I talked to people with the Rays and Yankees about how crazy that series was, because it was clear the Yankees were really off their skis defensively. They had guys out of position. They didn't know where to go with it. You're going to see adjustments in this series this weekend. Chandler Simpson, when he's on third base, the Yankees had the third baseman playing off the line rather than force him to stay close to the bag. That's going to change. I think a lot of things, the way they defend bunts this weekend is going to change. It's a huge series. The Rays are legitimately good. Their pitchers pound the strike zone. Nick Martinez, Shane McClanahan are two Cy Young candidates.
Buster, as far as the Cy Young Award is concerned, Dave and I kind of had this conversation the other day where it felt like when Ohtani couldn't pitch, he made up his mind that I'm going to focus on stealing bases. He's won the MVPs and everything else. It feels like he's actually just prioritized this season where I'm back, I'm pitching, I want to win the Cy Young.
I completely agree. And can you imagine having that kind of athleticism where you could just say, yeah, I want to be good at that this year. I'm going to do that. Now, I do think there are times when, and I know I've talked to Dodger people about this, there are times when Ohtani looks a little bored. He's not quite as focused. He swings at pitches out of the strike zone. He can give away at bats, and then he'll lock it back in. And I bet you at some point this year offensively, he'll do that. But when you see him pitch, he's completely locked in. He's got 6 different pitches. He's spinning them all for strikes. He's throwing close to 100 miles per hour. He really wants to win the Cy Young Award. But the problem is this year, Tim Kirkton and I were talking about this. This is the greatest Cy Young Award race that we've ever seen develop because you got Christopher Sanchez, the Phillies. He's a 1.82. You got Paul Skeens, Jacob Mizorowski. Those two guys, when they give up a hit, you're shocked. You have Mason Miller, the Padres, having one of the greatest relief seasons ever. The baseball writers asked 2 writers in every city to vote on these awards. I am so glad that I don't have to pick in this award because it's going to be impossible.
Well, Buster, it's almost June, which means we're going to get the big lunch on the calendar coming up soon, right?
I not in June. It doesn't look like. I'm not going to be in New York in June, but I think in July sometime we're going to do it. I'm going to actually see the Yankees on Monday in Kansas City. If you guys fly to Kansas City, I'll buy you a barbecue there.
No. Ooh. This is not about us traveling halfway.
Oh, see, I knew that would get Rick.
I do like Kansas City barbecue.
Well, I don't understand. I'm the one that sold the meal. How is Rick getting free barbecue in Kansas City?
He jumped on board, right? It's a smart move right there.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll get this lunch paid off at some point. That I feel
at
confident
some point.
But Buster, great stuff as always. We'll talk to you next week.
That sounds great. Thanks, guys.
There you go.
Thanks,
That's
Buster.
the Buster Olney Report brought to you by the Parisman Firm. If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, call the Parisman Firm. Right now it's 718-WORKERS and get the justice that you deserve. The Parisman Firm, where your case is their cause. You see the Yankees, it looks like they're going to move Garrett Cole into the rotation on Friday.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's a reaction to it's the Rays, and we need to win that game in that series.
Well, you also saw, Weathers gets pushed back to the Toronto series. You also, how many more bullets do you want to waste down in rehab starts?
No, except that their plan was to keep him for another rehab start. Now, all of a sudden, it's coincidental that it's Tampa. It's a series you need to do well in, and you want to bring Garrett Cole up on Friday night?
Well, no, I don't think it's coincidental at all. I'm just saying, at a certain point, when you know a guy at his age coming back from Tommy John, yeah, you'd like it to be perfect when you come back, but how many? We're going to have to manage your innings and everything else. We're a team that's expecting to try to win a World Series, so it's going to be a long season. We're going to have to manage you when you get back. Why would we waste more pitches in a minor league start?
I agree with that. But this is a big weekend for the Yankees.
I don't disagree with you at all.
This is a big because you were swept down there, and you've not been good against good teams this year.
Well, it didn't look great. That's the thing too. It didn't look great against Tampa.
No, and it didn't look good against Milwaukee either.
No. Listen, Stanton needs to come back, and again, Stanton is always hurt. It feels like every season, and then feel like it is this reality.
It's only. Here's what it's almost like Mitchell Robinson. Get through the regular season and have him as healthy as humanly possible for the postseason.
Right, and he was just talking about it. So Goldschmidt has done a good job. Right now, Judge really hasn't been Judge. You don't have Stanton's bat in the middle of the lineup. Jazz looks like he's starting to get it going. Grisham, you can bring up all the bad luck and everything else, but it's not the same Grisham as you saw last season. McMahon can't hit. Wells can't hit.
McMahon really can't hit.
No,
you think
at
the
all.
Yankees are in the market for a third baseman?
That's the interesting thing, though. I know they said that Caballero is going to be the shortstop, but when you have third base,
would you move one of those guys over to third?
Or just decide you want to use Caballero more all over he'll play every day, but it's going to be all over the infield.
Mm-hmm.
Because this version of Anthony Volpe is the best version of Anthony Volpe.
He looks good.
Right, he's getting on base. He's using his legs. That's
speed,
what.
All of it, yes.
And now I don't know whose fault it was. I think some of it was probably the shoulder. I wouldn't be shocked either if they're like, listen, this guy's got pretty good pop. Let's focus more on hitting home runs than being a gap-to-gap guy.
He does have good power, but then is his batting average going to go down? He's going to lose some of that,
Right, but do you need
gaps.
more power and more strikeouts? I would rather give me the guy who's on base all the time that's actually disruptive.
Right, and if he's got power, he does, and if he can get on base and create havoc there, that's a dual threat player. There's not a lot of those guys.
Right, I need some of that in my lineup.
By the way, you felt so confident that we're not going to criticize or say anything bad about Buster because he's going to pay this off in June. Doesn't sound like this is getting paid off in June.
I said it was going to get paid off. I didn't give you a month. I said it was going to get paid off. Stop putting words in my mouth. You do that a lot.
I think you said be on your best behavior until June.
Stay away from my mouth.
I'm not going anywhere near your mouth. I don't know
He's
where that
going to pay
mouth
it off.
has
He's
been.
a man of integrity.
I don't know
love
where
Buster.
that mouth has been.
This guy cleaned his mouth in the area. You're the one that was making sexy slurping sounds the other day when you were talking about the Cowboys. You're like,
Yeah, still not sure what was going on there.
disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
Poor Sherry.
Poor Sherry.
Are you a sloppy kisser?
I'm a gift.
Sherry's in one today. I can
Oh,
guarantee
yeah.
that.
Oh, she's going to get some later. I'll tell you
How
that.
how would you describe your kissing technique?
Oh, sensuous, supple.
Sensuous.
Yeah.
Any tongue in there or no?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, dear God.
Oh, my goodness. I hope it doesn't sound like that.
No, nothing really should sound like that.
I think, listen, I think
we just told the whole story in drops.
I think we did. I think, Ray, I think that you could do a full 4-hour show where it was like kind of like a continuation of plays of the week, and like as you like walk us through it, and you just tell stories with the drops.
See, but the real challenge is that you could tell the drops without interjecting. You just play the drops.
Yes.
That's it.
And it
Like,
tells
you
the
just-
story.
Right. You just take us on the story.
Take you on this magical voyage.
A
take us
magical
on this-
journey.
This Dave Rothenberg magic carpet ride.
You're listening to DiPietro and Rothenberg on WHSQ, WCBS FM HD2 in New York. I'm being a real good friend today. I'm getting a lot of nastiness with RJ, and I'm not bringing any of it to the
Why?
table.
What kind of nastiness could be geared towards RJ right
so
now?
glad his team lost. He's so whiny, so annoying. Just real nastiness. Not the best people.
But that just tell you people will try to be negative for any reason whatsoever. They will find the reason because I don't think RJ's been whiny at all.
I don't think so either. And I got a real lovely one for me, Yuri Gonzalez. Jerry doesn't like you because you're a raging bleep. It's not that hard to figure it out. Oh, and ha 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 to RJ, you're a loser.
Wow, that's just not a nice guy.
He seems like a real great guy.
Yeah, he's just not a nice individual.
Oh God.
Emails are easy when they're one-way streets.
Right.
RJ, would you fight someone right now? You think?
No, because
I know you're not a fighter, but
no,
would you
I would lose. But
why would you lose though? This
you're
level
in a way.
of
It's not the
emotion
size of the dog in the fight.
You know,
Right.
you know what I think we do? We start responding to some emails. I think that would make me
Set
feel
up
better.
some rumbles.
Yeah,
you want to, Dave? Respond
Virtual-
to some emails from RJ.
yeah, virtual responses, not physical responses. Virtual responses.
Virtual responses.
I think we open up.
nasty virtual responses.
We open up the portal. That'd make me feel better today. I just sit down and just start firing off some emails.
How about I do this? All the nasty ones that roll in, I forward to you. You do what you want.
I just. Yeah, that would.
And it's on.
Yeah, well, it's catch-22 because now it's out there. Now we've opened the portal because I don't think you've ever responded, have you?
Never one time.
So, you know what?
Because
Why do I feel
it gets forwarded to my personal email.
Yeah, I was
If
actually just thinking about that.
respond,
That's
now
the hard
my
part.
personal email is out there for the world to know.
Why do you
Now
have it set up that way?
What do you mean?
Well, you have to respond. I'd have to create a separate email right now to respond.
I thought about this at one point.
Yeah.
You think we'd be
burner
allowed
email.
to? Would we be allowed to do that though?
It's a gray area.
Allowed is a great.
Like to have our own separate, like we make our own account, and it's just like the emails we shoot off are just in response to all the nasty emails.
Why would we not?
It's like a known public burner account.
Yes.
We
Or if
want
you
the
get involved
smoke
with
email.
you get involved with this account, be ready.
Yeah, that's right. You could get nastiness in return. I kind of love it.
Because RJ's like RJ Unleashed, forget it. Like Scrappy.
Scrappy Doo.
Yeah, exactly right.
Now I got kicked off the video.
Yeah,
you're
You
gone.
both did.
Both
We both
gone.
did.
You're both gone. So now people are just going to have to stare at me and RJ for a little bit.
I think it's a station issue.
It says station not connected, RJ.
Yeah, I got
this
that-
could
I
be
got
your
that as well.
opportunity. Get the bat.
I got that as well. There you
Get
go,
the baseball
RJ.
bat.
Take the
This is
bat
the
and
printer.
smash the computer. And I'm pretty confident that will do it.
Well, I mean,
if it doesn't.
It's my stapler.
so I mean, everyone's
my
different.
stapler.
Everyone's different. I mean, and Rick played, so obviously he's on the other end of it. But from a fan side of things, where is your range of emotions typically? Because for me, eventually it
You're not
almost
talking to me, right?
no. But I mean, how
He
you
would be at a Hilton right now.
Yeah.
no, but so obviously it goes to for you. You want to be secluded and some kind of internal rage. But are there steps you get to before that? Because I think for everyone, it almost always gets to rage. But like, how many steps do you take before that? Like, I do feel like I had that moment of like, of gratitude and appreciation, but I could feel it turning to rage.
Welcome back, boys.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, but now
you guys are back now too.
But why do I hear you through the thing now?
Oh no,
because the air link was on. For
I think
Buster.
RJ, as a player, I think it's rage first, right? You saw UPL just like start throwing his stuff.
Yeah, I
and then
appreciated that.
And then when you get in the locker room, you look around and see that this is it, and this group probably is not going to be the same. Then it's disappointment, it's sadness. And then by the time you get in the bus and there's a case of beer in the back of the bus, then it's all right.
That's nice.
Let's start that up,
and then just drink your face off.
Yeah. Yes.
Well,
So you go through all the steps of like, normal emotion.
Yeah.
I never had a problem because I know sometimes like the losing team of the Super Bowl, like they still have their Super Bowl party and they go and sometimes fans
I wouldn't show up to that.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far. But I'm okay with who I think it was Rick Tocchet after the
Could you imagine
the Flyers
showing
got
up
swept
at
like
an airport?
What's that?
Could you imagine showing up at an airport when like a team comes back into town?
No.
When they've lost or when they've won?
Anything.
To celebrate them? No.
Celebrate them, boo them.
I don't like
anything.
to go to the airport for my own trips.
Right. I hate the airport, period.
Those return the return flights for the team that was defeated. Like, welcome back, guys. Thanks for trying. They always look so sad.
You losers.
They are sad.
I would almost guarantee that the Sabres headed right to Chippewa, RJ.
Well, I was going to say, I think I saw Rick Tocchet after the Flyers got swept. People were giving him a hard time because he was at a bar. Like,
Yeah, he's having a nice little conversation.
At the end of the day, this is their job. And it's like when you get, done with a project you're working on, you go have a drink. I
don't know. I think that there are certain times where if there's a series that you play in or a game that you play in where there's like this level of we let this one slip away or we were the better team and should have won, those are the ones that crush you.
Yeah.
And I think there are also the ones, and I don't know if this is how they would feel last night because they're still like you're pissed that it's over, but it's like it's Game 7 overtime. We just won a Game 6. It's like you've emptied the tank. You're in the second round. If it's almost like I don't even have emotion left to be anything. Like I'm just spent.
What's Chippewas?
That's
the street.
Busy street on Buffalo.
That's the busy street in Buffalo.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hopping, or it's gonna be just a street of sand.
RJ, here's a good story for you. You'll like this. I don't know if this will cheer you up, but it's about your Buffalo Sabres. I was watching, I forget what podcast I was watching, and they were telling stories about the Olympics. And I guess it was Brady and Matthew telling the story. They went out to, it must have been one of the bars outside of the Olympic Village, and it was getting close to last call. So they're like, well, we don't want this party to end. So they started just like ordering as many beers as they could and like hiding them in their jackets and everything so they could take it back to the village. So when you walk into the village, there's security and there's like an x-ray machine and everything else. So you're afraid. Like, I mean, I don't want to bring anything that's going to get me in trouble. So they're like hiding their beers and everything else. Like, oh no, are we going to get in trouble? And they said they looked over as they're hiding their beers trying to get through security. And Tage Thompson has a case of beer over his shoulder like a speaker and just plops it up on the x-ray machine. And they looked at each other like, all right, I think we got a good chance to win this thing. This guy's a savage. We're ready.
There you go.
I think that there's two sweet spots in sport I think you can ultimately get to as a fan. One is when you win it all, and that's rare. The other one...
That's the sweetest spot.
Right.
Yeah.
But
that's the nectar of the gods.
Yeah.
That's the G.
The other one is when it just comes out of nowhere.
Yes.
And that's what I felt I had. And it felt like this team was you. Like you as a fan, you feel like, wow, I feel like these guys are me. I can hang out with these guys, even though you don't know them. And that's what I had. So, Dave, and you said it earlier, it was perfect. Like, it's just over now. You wake up today and it's just over.
It's terrible.
Yeah. So, but
you're sad that it's gone, but you appreciate that it happened.
Yes.
But you also asked me, is it better or worse that Game 1's tonight? It's like, nope, just get right back to it.
Right back into the mix.
Emotionally, I think that's good.
You have no time to feel sorry for yourself.
No, I think that's good. And I think that's a good thing.
Until you get home and Antonio's running amok because he hasn't slept in 2 days.
Right, when he's putting feces on the wall.
I mean, ideally not, but yeah.
I'm sure ideally not.
So it's all on the table. It's all on the table.
You walk in, he's drinking a cup of coffee and putting feces on the wall.
He's drinking a sugar-free Red Bull. Dad, come on, we got the Knicks tonight.
He's popping He's juggling Skittles.
You know what the problem
He'll take over the house.
I'd walk in, sit right down next to him, but pop me up on one of those. Buddy.
Yeah. Dad, don't be soft. Have one of these Red Bulls.
Has he tried the Pez yet?
No, I don't think he's ready for that.
That's a big boy candy.
Why
don't you just feed them pixie sticks?
Well,
pure sugar.
Remember those?
Anything cake, cupcake, sugar related, he's all in on.
I hear he's an ice cream maven, my sources tell me.
So he doesn't understand that ice cream and popsicles are kind of in the same family of like that kind of treat. And he thinks that because he had one, he could still lobby to have the other. He's like, no, I had a popsicle. I still want ice cream. It's like, no, it's kind of the same thing, buddy.
Smart kid.
Yeah.
He's trying to play the system.
Yeah, he's doing a good job.
He's got a nice email defending you, RJ.
Oh, that's nice.
The hell is wrong with people? Leave RJ alone. The Sabres were on a magic carpet ride. As a sports fan, how could you knock that? How could you knock RJ?
You know what
Tyler James.
Well, thank you. You know what you've created in this email inbox, though?
What?
A cesspit?
Well, that people, because I'm probably the only Buffalo Sabres fan, almost everyone knows. And that people are like, you know what I got to do this morning? Rattle off some emails to Dave's cesspool inbox and say some mean things. And the same will go for any of us.
Yeah, you're a real nasty SOB.
Who?
You love it.
Me?
You thrive in
that's his
nasty.
happy place.
Wait. Of all the people that are going to sit here and say, I'm nasty, you're the one that makes the whole show nasty.
No, but there's a sense you enjoy these emails.
Yeah, but you enjoy it.
All right. Then you know what?
Mine's out of self-defense.
Is it really a sense, or is it fairly obvious at this point?
I won't read them anymore.
Here we go.
See,
No, I'm serious.
We follow a
If
pattern.
you guys are so Charmony soft,
Here we go.
It's so upsetting. Why does it bother you?
The phrase is Charmin soft, by the way, not Charmony.
You know what? The phrase was Charmin soft. I've now created Charmony soft.
Okay.
Well, it's the way sometimes you set them up, too.
We'll also be on stage A tonight around 8 o'clock.
Because you'll do it to Ray during just football season where you'll casually mix it in. Oh, Ray, got a nice email. This from Jimmy in Ronkonkoma. Ray, I hope a volcano explodes outside your house.
Yeah, we know what you are.
I hope you die.
We know what you are.
And
You piece of trash.
the Cowboys lose 107-0. That was nice.
That's for me. I just send that email right into my own inbox.
Oh, look, we got that admission finally.
Yeah, finally. Got another beautiful email from Dave in...
Well, no more.
Dead.
Oh.
Well such
done.
a baby. Stop being
I'm
a
a
baby.
baby.
I like it. I don't know about these two. I like it.
All right. Well, let's
I
see if you
welcome
like
the
this.
nastiness.
Rick is such a clown, and he's awful at his job. He's got to take notes, LOL. Hey, Rick, any schedule drops on the way you want to hit us with? You bleeping moron.
It was only a matter of time
John
till
B.
we got that.
Why? Listen, why is taking notes a bad thing?
I don't. Well, in John B's world, it's a bad thing.
I tell John B. go.
John B. was really popular back in the 90s.
Yeah, listen, schedule did not go well. I admit it. What am I going to do? International schedule dead on. What
You
am I
got to
gonna
work
do?
on your scheduling in the States.
I'm just going to stay away from scheduling. Took a shot, didn't work. That's it.
No, I think now you're really leaning into it.
Yeah, this is going to have to be sourced multiple different places next time, though.
Yes. I would agree with that. RJ, you're doing CMT?
Yeah, I'm going to try. I wouldn't expect anything great today, but, we're going to push
You know, I
through.
got to tell you,
Yeah.
if you stink today, which I think there's a good chance that you do,
Yeah, me too, actually.
Jeez.
it's fine.
Yeah, I think it's
No,
on
it
the
isn't.
day.
No,
It's
that's
fu-
not
yeah,
what you
yeah, it
said
is.
yesterday when you were Unleashed. You said it's a thing we have at the show. Doesn't matter what's going on in your life. The second the microphone turns on, you're the best you can be.
Right, but I think the best he can be today is probably pretty bad.
I doubt it. I think that RJ's going to rise to the challenge.
I'm going to try.
I don't know about that.
Like a
All
little
right,
baby
well,
phoenix.
Let's find out.
To cuddle, I'm servicing 3 times as many people as he's able to get to. To marry.
Not everyone can afford to take off work and pay whatever it costs to get a foursome.
Or to trash.
Let the wild rumpus begin.
That.
Want a meat stick?
Is the question.
That was nasty. All righty.
My left foot looks like an old lady's left foot.
The shape of it or the
no,
color
not
of
the
it?
shape of it, just everything about it. Just it's.
What do you mean?
I thought you were trying to talk about the performance, my left foot.
No. My left foot it stinks. That foot.
My left foot was fine cinema. Acting was unbelievable.
Did you have some kind of issue recently?
No, at the end of my career, I had to. This was like this ankle bothered me all the time, and I had to get it like drained and then filled up with cortisone to play. But now it's like just looks terrible.
You say it was like a little old lady's left foot.
Yeah, it looks like an old lady's foot. It's gross.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see the list of injuries because I'm convinced Tage is playing with something too. Could you imagine Dave
Oh, he'd have that'd be the
Why
the
you
post
bring
game
me in?
press
I wasn't
conference.
talking about my left foot. I wasn't talking about the series. Leave
He'd
me
come out
out
of the
this.
locker room with a neck brace on, crutches.
I was thinking Ryan McDonough against the Lightning, the
When
one
he had
they
a
went to
broken
game 7.
foot.
Like, Ryan McDonough's been really compromised because he's been playing on a broken ankle.
They'd come after the game, and David would be like, listen, guys, I think we should treat these injuries right now. I'd like casts on both legs, arm.
The team's trying to have one last moment in the room before they depart for the offseason. Dave's like, it's time for the media. I have things to say. Get in here.
I want people to know how injured I've been.
This foot broken, shoulder dislocated. You name it.
Yep.
All righty. So we talked to Buster, and he seemed, correct me if I'm wrong, fairly pessimistic on where this goes for the Mets. But he had some nice things to say.
Well, I think it's an optimistic moment with a pessimistic outlook.
So I'm not asking you for the full season on where this ends up. But, they do say in the baseball world, once the calendar gets to Memorial Day, which is less than a week away.
And some gave all.
Yeah. Certainly did. That's when you start paying attention to the standings. And where the standings are right now for the Mets is, they're 5 games under. 5 or 6?
5.
6.5 out of a wild card.
Yep. So, trade deadline about 2-ish months away. So I want to ask you where this team will be come deadline time. Will they?
Buyer, seller, stamp pad.
No. I'm just asking.
Why are you being that guy?
Because that's who he is.
I mean,
Why? Don't let him fool you.
That more or less is the question. But I'm asking you, will they be in somewhat of a wild card contention where you could sell yourself on it? Will they still be hovering around 500s where you hope to get that step one of getting back into contention? Or, as Dave said, will they be selling? So if you want to use buy, stamp pat, or sell, that's a nice clean way to put it.
No, I'm going to go wild card 500 or selling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to trash wild card. I just think there's too many hurdles for this team. And the Holmes injury, I think, is devastating. We asked Buster, what are they going to do? They'll just piece it together. I mean, that's terrific. I'm
Right, if
going to
you're going
trash
to make a move, the sense of urgency should come now.
Yeah, right now.
Right now. I agree. Why not make a move for a starting pitcher you can have for this year and for the future? Wouldn't be a terrible idea.
Get someone you trust that can, at least you throw them out there and you feel good about it.
I'm going to trash wild card. I'll cuddle 500-ish, and I'll trash their sellers at the deadline.
You mean marry?
Yeah, whatever.
So you're marrying selling?
Mm-hmm.
Holy.
So you still think this is just a blip in what otherwise is a lost season?
Yeah.
That's depressing.
Well, again, I want to be proven wrong. The Holmes injury, I don't even think we discussed
it's a huge
it enough.
injury. Yeah, and we're going to go down this road again. Where Peralta's giving you 5. You'll have Noel McClain will pitch well, and then who knows what you're going to get from Christian Scott, and then whoever else they piece together. It's
right.
like,
Peterson can't even start a game. You
now
can't
your
even your
bullpen's
highest paid
gassed.
pitcher. You can't throw him out there to start a game.
Now your bullpen's gassed, and we go down that same road again. It's a diabolical question, RJ. The other problem is you're 5 games under. You're playing good baseball. You go on another little
right, and your schedule's not daunting, right? It's Nationals and Marlins. You get the Reds in there, so it's not like it's brutal.
No, but you have one little blip where all of a sudden you're losing games again, and now you're back where you
Right,
started.
you lose 5 out of 7, and all of a sudden you're back to square one again.
All right, I'll marry Stan Pat. I'll cuddle. What's the other one? What did he marry?
He married Sell.
Yeah, I'll cuddle Sell. I'll trash actively buying.
The tough part is where you're at with this roster, money that's committed, not knowing what's going to happen with the CBA or next year. I just have a hard time seeing a clean version of Sell.
Well, what are you selling?
Unless you're just truly that awful.
Yeah, but what are you selling?
I mean, Clay Holmes was one of the guys you would have sold.
Well, Clay Holmes, he has a player option for next year, which he almost certainly
is declining.
Of course he is.
I mean, who are you selling, though? Seriously, like maybe Peralta?
Depends how much money
If
you're
you're
willing
not going to
to
re-sign him.
Yeah.
He's only making $8 million.
Right, but I mean, you traded all that to have the guy for a couple of months and then to trade him?
Are you going to give him big money?
I don't know.
I
don't know what Stearns' vision is.
He pitches 5 innings.
I agree.
If you are within come deadline time, I don't know, 4-ish games, I have a hard time seeing Sell, but unless you just have zero faith in this team. Because
if they're within 4 games, they're not selling.
Yeah, well, does David Stearns, are we sure he gets a long enough leash to be like, let me take you through this vision of how this is going to go and we get back to contention? I think Stearns is I would assume a smart guy and very well aware of where he's at. All right, other team, Yankees. So they set a trio of players that fans are not happy with, 3 that have struggled for different reasons. You saw a couple of them, but they did not start. Trent Grisham, Austin Wells, Ryan McMahon. Cuddle Murray Trash, which of them is your biggest concern on this Yankee
What is
team?
it? Grisham?
Wells, McMahon.
Ooh. I gotta marry. I'll marry McMahon. I will cuddle Wells. I'll trash Grisham.
Clearly, the appropriate answer is you're trashing Grisham, right? He's a terrific defensive player. Still has power. Still drives runs in. Average is a problem. So that's the obvious answer. You trash him. You married McMahon?
I married McMahon. Yeah.
Yeah. Both guys are concerns.
Well, the problem with the Yankees is they got 2 left-handed. I mean, 3 really. They all hit left.
Left-handed catchers, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my biggest concern. I'll let you answer.
At least with McMahon, they can platoon him with Rosario if you want.
So then, wouldn't that be not your biggest concern?
Yeah.
Probably. That's what I was going to say because
yeah,
Wells.
I'm going to cuddle McMahon. I'm going to marry Austin Wells.
Well, I think people have the least amount of faith in Ryan McMahon, but for that reason, I think that there's a workaround.
There's a lower.
I changed my answer.
Oh wow!
And Caballero could play third too. I'll change my answer.
I don't think it's ever happened.
Oh, did you just say the same word at the same time?
Yep, I'm marrying Wells.
Okay.
Wells, they need to. I know there's a thought out there. It's like, we'll just go get a righty catcher that can, have some pop. It's like,
those grow on trees.
Yeah, how many of those are you just going to pluck? And what are you giving up? Okay, Knicks tonight should tell you on 880 because the Mets are such wonderful partners.
They're
Great
generous
teammates.
by nature.
Yep, you can find the Mets over on 1050, 605 pregame. Knicks on 880.
Does that mean the DHR is a full show today?
I believe that to be the case,
Wow.
yeah.
Yep, accurate. They're going to have Marcus Camby and Monica McNutt out at their big extravaganza.
In the heat.
I got to tell you, the older I get, the less I like the Heat.
Wow.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I despise it, actually.
It used to not bother me at all.
I hate it.
Extreme heat or extreme cold, though. You got to pick one.
Give me cold.
Yeah.
Really?
I think
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's right.
I got no interest in the cold.
I feel like I'm still I'd rather be hot than cold.
No interest in the cold at all.
No, I'd prefer the cold.
Interesting.
I'm like Elsa.
Let it go.
The cold doesn't bother me
It's
anyway.
cold also. What does it mean? It means that we're in football season.
Boy,
football season is in the dead of summer.
Boy,
Dave.
the weather just broke this week for hot for the first time. You're already into
it's not even like
Season
weather
is
broke.
in the dead of summer?
It's July. Training camps are done at July. You got the month of August for the preseason games, and then when September rolls around, it's still
freezing
hot.
cold. Odds are it's football season.
I guess.
That's the only thing that gets us through is sports.
Yeah, honestly.
Sports is the only thing that gets us through the winter.
If it wasn't for football season, winter would be even more miserable.
So, Knicks tonight.
I need high 60s, low 70s.
That's
perfect.
Well, I'll take that.
Yeah,
you could even push it as far as a 77.
it's fantastic because we got 3 days of that this year.
We got to go to San Diego then. That's your
I
wheelhouse.
love San Diego.
That's a great city.
Oh.
And they have a terrific zoo.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you why.
Why are you laughing?
San Diego Zoo's phenomenal.
Don't ever stop being you, Dave. Don't ever stop.
We got to have a quality zoo here.
We do, which I don't utilize the way I should.
Whose fault is
Do you
that?
feel like
You have no time. You stream your face off. How are you going to go to the zoo?
Do you feel like you should utilize it more than you do?
Yes. I probably haven't been to the Bronx Zoo in over a decade. That's my mistake.
We went last year. I'm sure we'll take Antonio at some point. You want to come with?
Yes.
All right, I'll invite
I
you.
love the zoo.
I get that
Now,
sense.
I don't want to go to the zoo on a super hot day when the feces starts to smell. I don't want that. But if you go to the zoo a 45 to 55 degree day, I'm your guy.
That's a big
degrees.
difference.
I'm not going to the zoo when it's 45
That's a
degrees.
massive
You go to the
difference.
penguin exhibit?
45?
45?
A balmy 45? You can do
balmy
that.
45. This guy fit right in with the
I got
Penguins.
no interest
What
in
about
45.
like high 50s, low
That's
60s?
fine.
How about 63?
No, that's a little warm.
Oswald
No,
Cobblepot
'cause the
over
feces
here.
starts to stink. You don't want that.
You're very demanding with your zoo
Dave-
criteria.
And then you wonder why he never gets to the zoo.
Dave
I can go to the zoo by myself.
Dave always prefers the frozen feces, the poopsicle.
That's the Eagles fans.
I always feel underwhelmed at the zoo because you just see the animals just hanging out.
That's nice for them.
But you want them to do? You want
for them, but
you
I
want
don't
them
want
to do tricks?
No, I want to see them in action.
What do you want them to fight to the death when you're there?
He wants to go to the zoo and see a lion kill something. That's what he wants to see.
That's right. That's right.
That's what he wants.
Exactly right.
Oh, alrighty.
We'll see them eat.
So anyway, the Knicks.
Yeah.
Favorite tonight, favorite in the
you
series.
have a plan to go to the zoo?
Not actively, but we did some zoo. We went to the Prospect Park Zoo last year.
I don't want to go to the minor league zoo. I want to go to the big league zoo.
We went to the Bronx Zoo last year. So
Next time you go to the Bronx Zoo, please let me know.
Yeah, it's more of a spur of the moment. Hey, what do you think today?
Listen, I can be spurish.
Okay. So
I remember I went to Busch Gardens for the first time with the kids, and one of the horses was fully engorged, and then I had to explain what.
What's going on with
How
him?
come that? How
What
come it's got
happened
so
to
many
his
legs?
leg?
Yeah, how come he's got an extra leg? I was like,
So the Knicks are seven.
Only you.
The Knicks are 7.5 point
Only you
favorites.
would notice the erection on a horse.
How could you not? It looked like he had 5 legs.
The Knicks are 7.5 point favorites tonight.
Biggest thing I ever saw. I wanted to feed it peanuts.
They're favored in the series as well. What concerns you most going into tonight?
Thing was humongous.
Is it OG?
I can tell you what most concerns Rick.
OG Anunoby's hamstring, even though all signs suggest he's good, but as Rick said earlier, difference between testing it out in practice, testing it out in the Eastern Conference Finals.
He also said engorged earlier.
Is it
He did.
Is it the
That's exactly what that thing was.
8-day
Like RJ was hanging there.
8-day layoff that they've had?
Oh, RJ, there's a Sabre fan on Get Up.
I just noticed.
I
that
wasn't going
poor
to say
guy.
anything.
That poor guy.
Greeny's
look at this guy.
Greeny's making this poor guy stand in front of people. And
This
just take
guy
the-
looks like he just lost his last friend.
Oh, poor guy.
This poor guy.
Well, at
They
least-
brought him up. They brought him up onto the stage on Get Up, and he must be a camera guy or producer, something behind the scenes. And this guy looks like it's the last thing he wants to be doing.
He's got the hat on. There's no way he wanted to wear that today.
Yeah, I feel for this man.
At least I don't have him wearing a helmet.
It's the next step.
And
that
it
one
looks like
poor guy
Wilbon
with a
is like
Jets helmet.
talking him through what's happening right now.
That's
Yeah,
right. They did have the guy in the Jets helmet the other day, didn't they?
Is Buffalo cursed?
This poor man's just a vehicle to get to that topic.
That's right.
it. Anyways, biggest concern for tonight.
What is it? Hamstring?
OG's hamstring,
Yeah.
8-day layoff,
Mm-hmm.
or is it slowing down Donovan Mitchell, who just got done averaging over 28 points a game against the Pistons?
Who's up first, Dave?
Yeah. The Knicks are a wagon right now. I think what could, and hopefully it doesn't, stand in the way is injury. I'll marry the hamstring. I'll cuddle Donovan Mitchell. If you go out there and you don't play good basketball after being fresh and rested and the opposition should be exhausted, that'd be a darn shame. I'll trash the layoff.
Ooh. That just tonight, RJ? That's all we're talking about is tonight?
Just tonight.
I'll marry slowing down Donovan Mitchell. I will cuddle the rust, and I'll trash OG's hamstring for tonight.
So you're not worried at all about the hamstring?
I mean, I guess there's a little concern, but I mean, I'm going on what they told us, that it wasn't that bad, and he's ready to go.
All right, and finally, Dave.
Here we go.
Well, no, this is
here we go.
This is reflective. You've been nice to me. I'm not being mean to you, but I do have a reference point I need to start with. So you were unleashed yesterday with BT Unleashed. And the most notable thing that I heard to come of it was this about your buddy, Jerry Ferrara.
It's a tremendous immaturity, I think, from Jerry. And I'll explain why. Because he's taken exception, and it's fair, take exception. What I said looks to be very wrong, but he won't relent, A. And B, I stand by what I said at the time. I really like him. But
Jerry's
the thing that annoyed me about him, and this is truthful, so he tweets he's going to pause the Knicks game and watch the draft and then go back and watch the Knicks game on tape delay. And I was like, dude, do you have a second television? And he's like, that's not the way I like to do it. I'm not comfortable doing it like that. And I'm a creature of habit too, but just tell me who the Giants are taking, and then let me focus on the Knicks. Tell me who the Giants are taking at 10, and now let me focus on the Knicks. I'd love to sit down and kind of clear the air, but it seems like he hates me, which I'm fine with, and it seems like this is kind of a burgeoning situation happening right now.
Yeah, it's growing.
A situation, in fact, is what we have. So
It's very convenient you left that last part in there.
So
I don't know what Rick is talking about.
Rick, I start with you.
Yep.
Where do you see this going?
Okay.
Does at some point Jerry come on the show for
He's a big baby.
A contentious
No, really,
confrontation?
you know what? All he does is, I have this problem, I have that problem. Hey, come on the show. I'm busy in the mornings.
Yeah, for what it's worth, he keeps saying he's going to find the time.
Yeah.
But that's where we are.
So at some point, does he end up on the show for a big, contentious confrontation? Has it actually crossed over where, you know what? This will never happen. I'll never be on the show for one reason or another. Or is there actually a world where at the end of this, Dave and Jerry, it's like the Spider-Man meme, they realize that they are more alike than dislike and somehow become friends?
Ooh, that's a great
I think
question.
that one's on the table.
I think that one's on the table. I think it's a great question.
I like him.
It reminds me of the last scene in Major League when they win, and then Dorn punches.
Yes.
And then they hug.
Well, the reason Dorn punched him is
because he smashed
with his wife.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, she looked great. I'm gonna marry that he does eventually come on the show. I think he's just waiting for the right time. I think that time would be when the Knicks beat Cleveland and go to the NBA Finals. I think that's going to be his time. I will cuddle. They become the Spider-Man meme and they become buddies, and I will trash whatever the other one was.
Ducking us.
Ducking us.
Dave, and to be fair, Dave, you would still welcome him.
Of course.
Will it get to a time, though, where you're so frustrated, you're like, you know what? The passive-aggressiveness is too much, and you're no longer welcome.
So you would admit that he's being very passive-aggressive here?
At this time, yes.
Yes.
But I would hope that he's doing it to build up what ends up being, an appearance.
Dramatic? No, I would welcome him on the show. I have no dislike for Jerry. I like Jerry. I think he's a good sports fan. I think he's a good actor. I love the Entourage. I have nothing negative to say. I just think in this unbridled attack that just doesn't go away, when I was right when I said it at the time, it's enough. That's all I'll say.
Well, we'll see what happens. There's been communication, and the line remains open, but need two to tango.
I think it will happen eventually.
But like Rick said, he's concerned that maybe I walk circles around Jerry Ferrara on the show.
Well, listen, until that's addressed, we can't.
I think you do such a good job of explaining your point that he has a hard time disagreeing with you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's all of it. So we'll see. We'll keep you updated.
Archie, that was great. I don't care what Dave said. I don't care where you set the bar. I thought you were phenomenal.
I appreciate
But don't you
that.
see the genius of what I did?
No. Don't do
I
this.
set the bar so low that all he had to do was be decent.
He always does it. Whatever
All
he
he
can
had
take
to
the
do
most
was
credit
be
for.
decent.
This is why Jerry hates you.
This is why Jerry
and he
hates
was.
you.
that's
I'm with
fine.
Jerry. I'm
And
on
that's
Team
fine.
Jerry.
He
I hope we
hit-
get Jerry in studio and he assaults you physically.
That'd be something.
I don't think he could.
Listen, I don't know if you don't have your little Cowboys outfit on, if you have the same kind of powers. I feel like that outfit unleashed some different kind of like inner crazy that we've never seen before.
You don't want to mess with that.
They put Jake through the wall.
Listen, he asked me to.
Poor Jake was horrified.
Yeah.
No, he's an idiot then.
He was horrified.
I said, I don't feel comfortable hitting you. And he said, give me what you got.
In
I
that
said,
split second, he feared for his life.
Well, whose fault is that? I gave him fair warning. And he's like,
but
please.
you don't look like the type of person that's going to put that kind of that kind of hit on somebody.
Well, don't mess around.
It's like he took your baseball. I will say, as pissed off as I was at you for not following through with the original bet, watching you walk around the city with a bag of your extra clothes dressed up in that Cowboys helmet.
And how good did I play it, too?
Was one of the great things. Well, no one thought that was going to be how you played it.
So you played it well. You deserve a lot of credit. However,
here we go.
I don't know if we could fully say the reason why, but it seems like we're about to have another one of those conversations.
Of course we will, because he likes to do this every time.
What? How are you actually blaming me for this?
What do you mean? It's your
How are you
fault.
blaming me?
So
because you always find a reason not to do it when you're supposed to do it.
So I'm not blaming you.
No, RJ, shame on you.
And here we go.
Well, I come to your defense, and then I'm not ready
Doesn't
to blame
sound
you.
like it.
But all I'm saying is, A, you don't have a good track record. I love you, but you don't. And B, we're going to have to figure out a workaround.
So figure it out. So let's figure it out. I'm not ducking it.
I still want the calendar.
This is getting awkward.
I want the calendar
I
back.
still want the calendar.
Well, you're not getting the calendar.
Of course not. Why? Why would we get anything that we want?
Because
when
that
you
wasn't
lose?
even on the table here. So why would you get something that's not on the table?
Because the original thing's not on the table.
Built quite the track record here.
Right.
The original thing's not on the table, not because of me. Nothing to do with
put
me.
it on the table.
You want me to dress up as you?
No, because that's not. I mean, that whole thing.
That's the bet. I'll dress up as you. Next week, I will come all muscle-bound
but it wasn't
and all
supposed to be-
dirty, and I'll dress up as you.
It wasn't supposed to be you dressed up as him. You're
why
supposed to be a
dirty?
mascot.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
It's
What do you mean? Hey, are those boobs? What's that?
Oh,
It's just one of his go-to phrases when he's
engorged. Oh, Cher, I butter her up with baby oils. That's what I'll be. I will be you.
I don't think that's what he said either.
I think women of her age need help. What do you want me to tell you?
I mentioned that on the BT Unleashed yesterday.
I heard
Cher thing.
His response. Oh yeah, he goes. I completely agree with Rick. I was like, oh my god.
He
All
also
right, we got a
gave me
break because you guys are murdering the clock. It's DNR with you. It's a busy Tuesday, and it's on ESPN New York. Oh, let's see what's happening on the roads. Here she is, our dear friend, the great Debbie Duhame.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. On this CMT Tuesday, I would definitely trash the George Washington Bridge. It's over 90 minutes into that upper level. The problem is on the Cross Bronx East out by White Plains Road, a disabled tractor trailer. Inbound Lincoln an hour, Holland an hour. Not fun at all at the Hudson River crossings. Over on the Van Wyck North at Atlantic Ave, a disabled vehicle. Garden State Parkway South at the Driscoll Bridge, a car fire. Sponsored by True Green. True Green, the easiest way to get a golf course quality lawn. Don't wait. Sign up at truegreen.com and get your first application for $9.95. True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour. Let the pros do the work so you can enjoy your weekend. Hurry off, friends. 521. I'm Debbie Duhame, 880 ESPN, New York.
Programming alert. Today's Mets-Nationals game can be heard on 1050 ESPN at 6 p.m. Game 1 of the Knicks and Cavs can be heard on 880 ESPN New York at 7 p.m. And all games can be streamed on the ESPN New York app.
Hey Yankees fans, come out to Yankee Stadium on Thursday, May 21st, when the Yankees take on the Toronto Blue Jays. Come early, it's Yankees Cap Night. The first 18,000 guests 21 and over will receive a Yankees cap courtesy of Budweiser. Don't miss the Yankees and Blue Jays on Yankees Cap Night, Thursday, May 21st. Get your tickets now at yankees.com/tickets.
From your neighborhood stop to the city and back, New Jersey Transit keeps your day moving. Reliable, convenient, and ready when you are. We're on this ride together. So keep aisles clear, use headphones, and be mindful of fellow riders. Small actions make a big difference, especially during travel times. New Jersey Transit. Ride together, ride better. Plan your trip at njtransit.com.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. At Rings End, they're there to help realize your modern design visions. That's why they partner with Marvin. Engineered for big ideas, Marvin modern windows and doors deliver effortless elegance, expansive views, and industry-leading innovation, all in a modular system designed to meet the exacting principles of modern architecture. Experience Marvin Modern at a Rings End showroom today and create something stunning with them. Rings End is a certified Marvin installing retailer.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, commitment issues? No problem. Now you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month forever, as in for life. Switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, you may experience slower speeds. Pay $25 a month as long as you stay on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
The NFL schedule dropped, and it's time to settle up. There's road trips to plan, hotels to book, tickets to split, tailgates to cover, scores to settle, all the things for the season. But now, when you send $10 or more to a friend with PayPal by May 28th, you could win 2 tickets to every home game of your favorite team. Yep, the whole season. Visit paypal.com/P2P sweeps. No purchase necessary. See website for details, including how to enter by mail. Brought to you by PayPal, official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL.
In a contracting business, you're either growing or you're grinding. Success is no longer about hard work alone. It's about using AI to accelerate impact. Service Titan is the only integrated intelligence that seamlessly automates your entire workflow, from first call to final invoice. Born in the trades, built for visionaries ready to stop operating and start automating. Service Titan, AI for the trades.
Oh, we'll share. DNR with you, ESPN New York. Today's Mets-Nationals game can be heard over on 1050 ESPN at 6 o'clock. Game 1 of the Knicks and the Cavs can be heard right here on 880 ESPN New York at 7 o'clock. And all games, to make it very simple for you, can be streamed on the ESPN New York app. So there's a statement question, whatever one you say, floating around, which I don't think is all that nice regarding the Knicks, but we'll get to that in a couple of moments. I guess my question, and hopefully Rick will rejoin us at some point, is about the Mets, and they were 10 games under, and you felt like this thing was an unmitigated disaster. Then they got where they are now, which is 5 games under. The problem, and Buster tells us every week, is 5 games under in the American League, you'd be fine. In the National League, you're behind a whole host of teams. And I guess the question, Rick, is it the amount of games back of a wild card that you look at and you say, that's when I'll start to really kind of get excited? Or is it record-wise, like if they reach 500, if they get to a couple games above? Like what is your line in the sand of what you need to see to start to go all in, fully in on the Mets again?
I think it's probably going to start with the record. I think we'll just focus on getting back to 500, and then once we get back to 500, kind of take a peek at the standings where we're at. But right now, you start looking at 6.5 games back, and it's not just the 6.5, like you just mentioned. It's the amount of teams that.
So listen to this, right? So right now, by the way, Dodgers are a wild card team.
Right.
Padres lead the division. They shut out the Dodgers last night. Dodgers are the first wild card team. Nobody has any doubt that they're going to make the postseason. Milwaukee, real good team. They're 2. St. Louis, they could fade off. They're 8 games over. They're 3. Philly, who's been red hot, they're the first team out. Then it's Pittsburgh. Then it's Cincinnati. Then it's Arizona. Then it's Washington. Then it's Miami. Then it's the Mets. You're only better still, having pulled within 5 games of 500, still only better than San Francisco and Colorado in the National League.
Right, but there was a time where we had the
worst record.
The worst record in baseball. So, I mean, we're taking steps in the right direction.
Absolutely.
Like we keep going back to, though, it's the Clay Holmes injury is a huge deal. And how do you make up for what he meant to your rotation when you have Peralta who gives you 5?
I don't think you can.
Which is like going back to RJ's CMT question. Like, if you want to really give yourselves a chance here, like this would be, can you afford to wait till the deadline?
No.
Like, you got to be looking now.
But are you going to go all in, being 5 games under 500?
No, I don't necessarily mean all in. I just mean like you need to address, like it needs to be addressed.
Well, what scares me is when you ask Buster, I asked Buster the question, hey, what's the plan with no Holmes? He's like, they'll just figure it out as it comes along. That's not a plan.
No, it's not a plan at all.
It's going to come along every fifth day.
All right, and not to mention the fact that there's 2. I mean, right now there's two guys in the rotation that you feel good about. Like Christian Scott was not very good yesterday.
He's not very good.
Right, you don't feel great about David
Peterson. At best, he's fine.
Like Manaea, I mean, I guess at some point maybe you try Manaea back in the rotation just because you're paying him what you're paying him.
I mean, what is, other than he gets paid a lot of money, what has Manaea shown you that makes you say or think, yeah, you know what, give him a chance to start a game?
Because I got to make a decision on what he actually is. Like, I got to go one way or the other. Either he's going to be a bullpen guy or he's going to be a starter, as opposed to what he is now, where it's like we want to make sure we give him enough length where he can be an option to start. Like this feels like the opportunity to just like, hey, can he or not?
Well, I would say he can't.
Well, find out. I mean, the velocity is bumped up a little bit. Like, find out, figure out what it is, and then make a decision. Either he's going to be a guy that I use in the bullpen, and I don't have to worry about how many pitches he's throwing, or I got to keep him.
So is that your answer then? So isn't it telling also that you're in desperation mode for a starting pitcher? You have 2 guys that you trust and 3 guys now that you don't even know who the third would be. And Manaea is like, oh yeah, maybe we could go with him. Doesn't that tell you how little they believe in him?
Yeah, of course it does. I mean, but he's given you no reason to believe in him recently. I think the thing that actually frustrates me the most about this whole situation is a couple things. It's what you just mentioned, where it's like, okay, last year we had the whole starting rotation debacle, and now we bring in Peralta, who again is good, but he's not going to give you. He's not a guy that's going to give you a 7. Like he's a 5, like
he's
5
a
and a bit,
third inning pitcher.
maybe. Noel McLean's a stud, and the one move that you've made that's really worked out is Clay Holmes. He was your most consistent guy. Now he's gone for a couple months. It's like, okay, what's the plan? Buster's like, oh, we just kind of figure it out. So there's no plan there. You get off to a terrible start. You completely rearrange the coaching staff. Get rid of everybody. So it's Mendoza now with guys that you've handpicked, and you watch Philly make a move, right? Just as a spark, and it's worked. And it's like, okay, is the reason why Mendoza still has a job because you really have no other alternative that you feel good about? As opposed to Philly, where they got Donnie sitting there as the bench coach. Hey, this doesn't work out. Boom, we go to Donnie, and we'll see if it works. And it does work. That's two. And then the third part is you got to be an idiot if you didn't think that at some point Luis Robert would be hurt or that Polanco would be hurt. Right? Like, you got guys on your team that are notoriously hurt. And how do you address that? How about A.J. Ewing? Let's try that. Let's take that Hail Mary and see if that works.
Yeah, but it has.
Yeah, fortunately, it has worked. Like, fortunately, last year, Noel McLean was ready. But is that the kind of plan that you want to have?
And then how far has Jonah Tong regressed that you're desperate for another starter and you haven't really even heard his name thrown into the mix?
Well, he wasn't ready last year.
Clearly.
Right. So, and then we're also fortunate that Benj figured it out. Because it felt like that was going down a slippery slope.
He's on base all the time.
Right, but that felt like it was going down the wrong way.
It was going down the wrong way.
Especially as you started losing. It's like, okay, let's try that. Let's try him here and him here. So I don't know. I mean, David Stearns has done himself no favors.
No, I don't think he's beloved at all by the fan base. But listen, just to give you a little bit of hope. All right, you have 3 more with the Nationals, which is not awful. You have 3 with Miami.
But you say that, but the Nationals have also scored the most runs.
Okay, but as far as teams that terrify you, the Nationals are not a team that terrifies you, right?
No.
Like, it's not an awful matchup. It's not like they have great pitching. Then you go to Miami this weekend, and I know they've had your number in the past, but again, it's not awful. Then you're home to Cincinnati, and then you're home to Miami. So, then you get to the end of May. So let's see what you can do over the next 2 weeks. See if you can scratch and claw yourself a little bit closer to 500.
Right, but here's my issue with that, though. And you're not wrong. Everything you said is true. Miami's playing pretty good baseball, though. I think I could make arguments on the other side of this. My problem with this is that when these teams are looking at their schedule and they're like, oh, we got the Mets, and Christian Scott is starting.
Right.
Or
we get Christian Scott, we get David Peterson after Brazabon, and then they don't even know who they're starting their third game. Of course.
Right. So, I mean, at least when you had Holmes, it's like, okay, I got 3 guys I feel good about.
Yes.
Like, I have a legit chance to win these 3 games.
Well, and now also what it does is, and remember, McLean hadn't won a lot of games. He went on like a long streak where he was pitching well but wasn't winning games. Every time Peralta and McLean are on the mound, now you really need to win those games now.
Right.
Even more than you did prior.
Right. Tremendous sense of urgency there.
Right. So I look at tonight's game. You got McLean on the mound. Win that game. Very, very important. All right. Let's take a break. We got Mets callers lined up, 800-919-3776. Of course, we'll get back to the Knicks and over to the Yankees as well. It's DNR with you. Very busy Tuesday right here on ESPN New York.
Hey, this is Chevy, managing partner at Precision Solar. We believe going solar should be simple, and it should make real financial sense. We manage the entire process from start to finish and offer flexible solar payment options designed around your goals. When the numbers work, solar can lower your monthly cost and give you predictable energy for decades. And if you refer someone who installs with us, you can earn up to $1,000. Visit precisionsolar.com to schedule your free home assessment.
Want to earn extra revenue for your business? Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for local business owners to assist with deliveries. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. With each package delivered, you'll gain extra revenue and exposure for your business. Plus, Amazon Hub Delivery makes it easy to get started. There's no upfront cost, delivery experience, or long-term contracts required. Sign up to learn more at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge, or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
Okay, team. Huddle up.
Why are you dressed like a hockey player?
Because America's energy security is on thin ice. We're facing an overburdened electric grid, rising fuel costs, and severe weather. But here's your power play. Propane. It's affordable, abundant, safe. Propane is reliable energy, even when the grid isn't. Advantage Propane.
Learn more at propane.com/powerplay.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
When it's playoff basketball, you got to do a little bit of everything.
The intensity levels are at an all-time high. These are the NBA playoffs. Every team looking to make a run.
This is incredible.
Every player looking to make history.
Give me all you got. Let's go.
So tune in because this is going to be unbelievable.
This is exactly what we wanted.
The NBA playoffs presented by Google continue on ABC, ESPN, NBC, and Peacock.
I wasn't sure if this was us. I guess apparently it is. DNR with you, ESPN New York. Game 1 tonight, of course, Eastern Conference Finals. Last time we were here, we know what happened. Halliburton, he hit that shot. What did you say? They scored 23 points in the last 3.5 minutes of the game?
Against the Pacers?
Yeah, the Pacers against the Knicks.
Yeah, I think it was the last 3:14 they scored 23 points.
Oh, my God. Right, and they scored, and the Knicks were up by 9, did we establish, under a minute to go?
That's right. Up now with 58 seconds left.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah. I'll give you the percentage. Here was,
it had to be over 99%.
Get back to my nerdy notes.
Well, I don't think he said nerdy. He just said it was pathetic that you do it.
Yeah, you're a loser for taking notes.
Yeah.
Well, not such a loser when I can go back and check said notes. Naismith hit 5 threes in the last 3/14 of the last 3:14. Knicks had a 99.8 win probability with 3:44 left, and they were up 14 points.
They were up 14 points with 3 minutes to go?
3:44. The Knicks were outscored 40-24 in the final 5 minutes of the fourth quarter in overtime.
They scored 40 points in 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
when it's supposed to be like
just over 3.
Grinding down to a halt, right?
Yeah.
Half-court offense. That's really something.
Yeah, that was a disgusting, terrible loss.
Awful. What do you think is the worst loss that you've ever had to deal with as a fan?
Oh, as a fan?
As a fan. The loss that hurt you the most. Because RJ's probably... Well, no, I can't imagine last night is as bad.
The Week 17 loss to Buffalo.
That was bad.
That was really bad.
Because weren't they non-competitive in that game? Didn't they just get blown out of the building?
The game meant nothing to Buffalo. And then on top of that, we had Ira, who traveled to the game, was like, I was at the game early and watched both teams warm up, and it looked like the team that didn't have anything to play for was actually more locked in than the team that was trying to get into the postseason, which is gross. Game 5 again, the Game 5 of the World Series, that game still haunts me to this day, just because everything that was involved with it.
See, that's not as bad for me, just because I kind of had come to grips that they weren't going to win the series.
Yeah, I think it was more like my relationship with Matt and being at the game and how well he pitched for 8 and then watching the whole thing unravel the way it unraveled. I was like, oh, God, he's going back out there.
Which they never should have allowed.
And that's exactly what happened. Well, why is the pitching coach telling him?
It shouldn't have even been an option.
Right. It should have just been Terry saying, hey, congratulations, you did awesome.
Great job.
Great job.
We love it. That's it. Thank you for that amazing performance.
That's it.
You can't talk your way into going back out there.
You did your job. Now
Familia will go out and probably not do his job, but he's going to try to do his job. Ray, you must have some tormented moments as a sports fan.
I feel like we do this once a month now with you.
Sorry, Ray.
He likes to bathe in your misery, Ray.
Clearly he does. And then he writes emails to himself about it.
Yep. Oh, got a nasty email here.
Don't answer the question. Don't
Ray,
play the game.
Suck.
Don't have fun.
You know the answer to the question. Again, I feel like I've done this once or twice every month over the last 2 years.
No, I don't believe that's true. Trying to incorporate you into the conversation, and you get all angry.
Silence from you.
They got the Giants week 1 through 6 schedule up here. Stock up or stock down? It's got to be stock up.
Week 1 can't get here fast enough.
You hear what Harbaugh said about your Cowboys yesterday?
No, what did he say?
Maybe I'll have RJ grab that later.
I'm surprised you didn't send it the second you heard it.
Giants had kind of a Big event last night.
Oh, I saw the big event. I didn't hear what you said about the Cowboys.
About the Cowboys. Let's just say the word ass is involved.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Is he pulling from your
Are we like a BTA
things?
situation?
I'll let you hear it later.
Are you fully expecting, looking at the schedule, because you're watching the same thing I'm watching right now, for them to be 4-2? What's your expectation
So
at
two
the
brutal
very
games,
worst?
It's the two winnable games, then it's what, Washington and...
It's Cowboys at Rams, Titans, Cardinals, at Commanders, home versus the Saints. So you got 3 home games against the Titans, Cardinals, and Saints.
I think at a minimum, I look at 3-3 there, but very realistically a 4-2. Because I think you beat the Cowboys week 1. I think you win, and I'm assuming you beat the Cowboys. I'm assuming you're going to lose to the Rams. So you're 1-1.
The Rams are coming from Australia, though.
I know, but that's still a tough. And you're traveling to L.A. It's not like you have a trip around the corner.
Well, I think a trip to Australia is a little bit different than the trip across the country.
Obviously. But you asked me my opinion. I think you win week 1. I think you lose week 2. I think you win 3 and 4. I don't know. I don't love Washington. I'll say lose 5 and win 6. So, yeah, I think 4-2 is very much on the table. Expect it? I don't know that I would say expect it. I think it's very possible to be 4-2 after
so
6.
let me phrase the question differently then. Anything less than 3-3 and you'd be disappointed?
Yes.
Okay, that's it.
Because it's Tennessee, it's Arizona, it's New Orleans. If you don't win those 3 games at home, something has gone wrong.
I think there's a lot of people, though, that are pointing to New Orleans as like one of those.
I think so, too. I don't look at New Orleans and be like, oh, that's a definite win. But, I mean, you could win in Washington, and I think there's a very good chance you're going to win home against Dallas. So if they're not 3-3 through 6 games, I would be very disappointed, yes.
I think
very
what's interesting about your schedule this year, which I think was a problem last year, is those winnable games were on the road, it felt like last year. Right, like
what did you have last year that were like New Orleans you looked at as a very winnable game?
Yeah, like,
the
I felt like
last
the game
year was so unforgiving.
Was off. That schedule last year was ridiculous, man. I mean, it was almost unfair how bad that schedule was.
I mean, yeah, what you Chicago, Green Bay. That's another game they should have won. Chicago. That game was on the verge of being over also.
Right, which is why the coach got fired, though.
Right, because he had all these wins in his back pocket and he found a way to lose them all.
Right, we went from like, hey, just make sure, like, if it's not the wins, make sure the young quarterback looks great. Young quarterback looks great, but because he looked so good and you had chances to win these games and lost, it's like, well, how come we're losing? Well, coach isn't very good.
He wasn't very good.
Right.
I mean, I can sit here and rattle off how many games right now that they should have won, that they didn't. Denver, Detroit, Chicago, right there. That's 7 wins. He's probably still employed right now if they win those 3 games.
Right,
could have won the New Orleans game, but they turned the ball over like 5 times in the second half. That was a brutal loss. They were a better team than their record indicated last year, which I think is why the Giants are one of those teams.
Which is why I think there's a lot of people that have the hope now with Harbaugh here. You added more talent that those games will be, and now quarterbacks in year 2, that you'll have those games be wins instead of losses.
Yep, that's
the Malik Neighbors thing, though. I mean that. I know it's early and there's optimism to be back for week 1, but what does that mean?
What do you mean? What does
like
it mean?
what version is going to be back for week 1?
I can't imagine you're going to get the best version of Malik Neighbors week 1 if he's able to play. I think it's going to take some time to get back to that.
Right.
I wouldn't even be surprised if he missed a couple of weeks.
Well, there's no need to rush it. I mean, this is the second surgery. I mean, he had the full meniscus repair, which is, I mean, that's a tough one.
Yeah, I mean, he had a major surgery and then he had another surgery.
And then it sounds like Odell. You think Odell's going to be back?
I was talking to someone yesterday that said they believe after June 1, Odell's going to be in the mix.
Okay.
He will be a member of the Giants. So we'll see. All right. Phone lines are all lit up. We'll get to you guys, I promise. 800-919-3776. We'll break, come back. A lot of Knicks getting you ready for Game 1 tonight right here on ESPN New York.
Hey, Yankees fans, join us at Yankee Stadium on Friday, May 22nd as the Yankees take on the Rays, and come early for a very special giveaway. It's Giancarlo Stanton basketball jersey night, presented by State Farm. The first 18,000 guests through the gates will receive a Giancarlo Stanton basketball jersey. Don't miss the Yankees and the Rays on Friday, May 22nd for Giancarlo Stanton basketball jersey night, presented by State Farm. Get your tickets now at Yankees.com/tickets.
Did your dog just get groomed? She's got a pep in her step.
Actually, she's gotten famous.
She's one of 18 dogs on the New Jersey Dog Scratch-Offs from the New Jersey Lottery.
What?
Yeah, New Jersey voted, and 18 dogs were chosen.
Well, look at her.
It's gone to her head a bit.
Play the New Jersey Dog Scratch-Offs, featuring 18 real New Jersey dogs and a top prize of $200,000.
Oh, are you a famous doggy? Yes, you are.
Must be 18 or older to buy a lottery ticket. Please play responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The New York City Department of Correction offers countless career opportunities, from specialized units to leadership roles that support public safety and change lives for the better. It starts with one step: registering for the New York City Correction Officer exam. Earn over $109,000 after just 5.5 years. Benefits on day one, job security, pension at any age after 22 years of service. Go to nyc.gov/joinDOC or search Join DOC. One career, many opportunities. Registration ends next week. Take the test.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code BUDGET to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money, so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code BUDGET to borrow up to $10,000. Use code BUDGET to borrow up to $10,000.
The Knicks.
And for the second consecutive season, the Knicks are on their way to the Eastern Conference Finals.
The Cavaliers.
There's something about the mentality of this team that kind of suggests that if there's ever a time to believe in the New York Knicks, the year is now.
The Eastern Conference Finals.
The pursuit of the Larry O is alive and well.
Game 1 coverage gets underway tonight at 7 on 880 and the ESPN New York app. ESPN New York, now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
It's amazing how this has worked out.
I have the Knicks in 5.
And if they do not go to the NBA Finals, they may never go to the NBA Finals.
The way that the Knicks are playing on both sides of the basketball is important to call out.
You have to go to the Finals. There is no, well, you went 7, well, Harden went crazy, well, Donovan Mitchell's a beast, you couldn't slow down Mobley. No, if you don't go to the NBA Finals, you may never go to the NBA Finals.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Welcome into the big 9 o'clock hour. DNR with you, ESPN New York. I didn't hear it. What was Bart like yesterday?
I felt like a lot of excuses. It was more like this team has money to spend. They're ahead of schedule. Kind of more of that.
But he didn't own up to the fact that they got humiliated at home in a Game 7?
I think he was proud that they won Game 6.
Would you prefer to win Game 6 and lose Game 7 like that, or just lose Game 6?
I would prefer to get to a Game 7.
You prefer to get to the Game 7?
Yeah.
I can't believe they got blown out the way they did.
I had a hard time believing that also, but I think he also I get what he was saying. Right? This is as much bravado and, hey, you don't want to see the Pistons and everything else. For where they were a couple years ago to where they're now.
I agree with that, but you can't do that immediately. You have to have the anger and the emotions of, oh my God, we just lost Game 7 at home and got blown out by Cleveland.
Right, but he's also a New York sports talk radio host that was a Detroit Pistons fan the entire NBA season, talking as much trash as he talked. Which I don't know. I mean, I don't know how else you would.
I would think he'd be heartbroken over the way that they lost that game.
He would, but he's not going to just lay down. Of course, he's going to fight back.
All right.
Like D'Agostino. Bites right back.
Bites right back. Right back. So I saw this on Get Up earlier. Did you see what Michael Wilbon happened to say? He's highly respected, Mike Wilbon.
About what?
About the NBA right now?
I did. The regular season has never meant less.
He might have said that. I don't know that. He said the Knicks and the Cavs is the JV series, and the Thunder and the Spurs is what it's all about. And the winner of that series, and I don't think anybody's surprised by this, will win the title.
Yeah, I think you get the sense watching it last night that these are two great teams going at it.
They really are. In fact, I watched that game last night thinking to myself, how can the Knicks win against whoever they hopefully will play in the finals?
All right, well, listen, you won't know how to feel until you get there. And hopefully these two teams beat the hell out of each other. And
I think they will. I think it'll be a long series, and you can see. The thing is, you watched the game last night. The way they played defensively is incredible. Both teams played. It's a different level than we've seen.
Well, that's the thing, though. I think there's certain times where, and now it doesn't happen because it's human nature. You're not going to be at your best all the time. But when you look at those two teams' best is better.
Yes.
Right? Like there's a different level they can get to. But that's been OKC for the last couple of years, how good they've been defensively.
Right, and that's their first loss in the postseason. Happens to be double overtime.
And now they're going up against this monster who Jalen Williams was talking about. He feels like he's 8 feet.
I mean, he almost is.
I mean, just think about that. I mean,
he's not far off. He's closer to 8 than 6.
You always have to be aware of where he's at. Like, I mean, he had one where he picked the ball up almost like just inside the 3-point line. And just gathers it and goes up and it's like, what do you do?
It's you've never seen anything like it ever.
It feels like this is what it would have been like watching Wilt back in the day.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Now, Wilt wasn't nearly as tall, but in comparison to what the other players were, he was freakishly tall. It reminds me of watching Andre the Giant do stuff. You ever see like Andre the Giant? You ever see him like hold a beer can?
Yeah,
and it looks like a mini beer can. That's what this guy reminds me of.
He drank them like they were mini beers.
Apparently, he used to drink a lot.
A lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like cases.
And wouldn't even get drunk from that all the time.
No. Webby's a special player. And it's a foregone conclusion that he's going to win. I don't know if it's going to be this year or not.
What would you say? Over under on how many titles he's going to win in his career if he stays healthy? Because that's the big caveat to this, right?
I put it at 2.5. And then does that feel low? 2.5?
What, he's 20, right?
He's a baby.
He's 20 years old. Let's just say you get 14 more years of him, which isn't even pressing the issue, right? Like 14 is realistic.
And he'll be 7'5", man.
So you don't think I'll get 14?
I don't know. I mean, hopefully.
2.5. So right now, if you are a Spurs fan, and I told you in the duration of his career, however long it's going to be, you'll win 2 titles. Would you take it? I don't think I would.
Yeah, but you're still dealing like OKC's not going anywhere either.
Right. I understand.
It feels like he's just now like turning into.
He's 20.
Right, but he's now like rounding into what. He's not at his ceiling yet, but it feels like he's getting close to it.
Yeah, but the ceiling is incredible.
Crazy.
And you know what else? And we don't really talk about this. We don't talk about him a ton anyway. He hates losing.
Yeah, he was one of the reasons that they talked about the All-Star game being better.
Right. And he didn't like Chet Holmgren because he beat him on the 17U team years ago. And I mean,
he's mad at SGA for winning he's mad at SGA for winning the MVP.
Which is great, which I think will add a little bit of excitement into this rivalry for years to come.
Right. I mean, it is for a coach. It's the unicorn.
Well, they go from David Robinson to Tim Duncan to him
to Wemby.
Come on.
I know.
That's not fair. That's not right.
No, but when your best player, and I mean he's one of the best players in the league, is also built the way he's built, and is the kind of leader, and hates to lose and all those different things that you'd want from your leader. That's exactly what you want as a coach.
He
not
feels
to mention
like
the other young pieces around him that are not to mention the other young pieces around him. Like Dylan Harper's a stud,
and how old is he?
Castle's a stud.
And I don't think they have a starter that's older than 25 years old.
No, I think they're the two teams that average age is under 26.
Yeah, it's incredible. Let's get to some of the calls, 800-919-3776. Let's go to Brian in Manhattan. Good morning, Brian. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, guys. Well, first, I feel bad for RJ. I watched that game. There's nothing like playoff hockey, and I feel good for Montreal because Montreal has a, primary Canadian city, deserves some hockey happiness, but I feel bad it was at RJ's expense. As for the Knicks, I feel like I can't remember the last time we played, and everybody's talking on the TV about how, the long wait is problematic. OKC lost last night, so I guess it wouldn't shock me if the Knicks lost because Cleveland still has that adrenaline. But I don't know. I just think we're better than Cleveland. I watched the Cleveland series against Detroit. I thought that quality of basketball was just substandard to the Knicks. Like Cleveland sort of comes and goes on defense, and I don't think their big guys are that tough. And Donovan Mitchell is incredible one night and disappears the next night, and James Harden is James. So I think we should win. And but that scares me because I like the Knicks better as an underdog. But anyway, great show, and I can't wait for the game tonight.
Yep, I think we feel the same way. You say you like them better as an underdog, and thanks for the call, Brian. They were favorites against Philly, and they smashed them to bits. So I think when your team, and I know this is weird because it's not often like this, when your teams are good and they're favorites to win, embrace it. Be confident about it. This must be kind of where the Yankees fans, felt back in the day. Like
right, but it's weird to be in this spot and not have like that little piece of you that's like, I don't know. Right, and it's a scary place to be just because everyone. How often is it where everyone kind of thinks the same thing?
Yeah, because now there's expectations.
Right, like you watch the NFL stuff, you watch the pregame shows, and it's like, okay, every guy on the panel just picked the same team. It's like, okay, that team's going to lose.
Well, that's what you saw yesterday on one of the shows. I forget which one it was, but we talked about it yesterday.
Jay Will was,
and it wasn't even like Knicks in 7. It was either 5 or 6.
Yeah, Jay Will had 5. I think Perk has the Knicks to win, but it's going to be in 6 or 7. I think Stephen A. said if he had to put money on it, he'd say Knicks in 7. It feels like, and I say this to you all the time, like for me as a fan now, I kind of take my cues off of obviously what I'm seeing, but also like what you hear coming out of the locker room. Just like, that whatever like the team is presenting at the time, I will feed off of, right? Like, when the Mets look the way the Mets have looked, it's like, how can I have any confidence in the Mets? They don't have confidence in themselves. They look like they're shot. And all of a sudden they got like this influx of energy and they look like they're, okay, so I can start to buy in. Like the Knicks just as a team are playing with such a tremendous amount of confidence that it's hard not to feel the same way. Like since Game 3, man, of the Atlanta series, it's like you're seeing a whole different team.
They look amazing. And I'm excited for it, and I'm going to buy into this run until there's reason not to.
Here you go. Hold on, here you go. Average age of the Spurs starting lineup is just under 23 years old. Wemby's 22, by the way.
That's insane.
Yeah, Wemby's 22. Harper's 20.
Castle's 23, maybe?
Castle's 22. Ugh. I think Vassal's the oldest. Is the oldest one. I think he's 25.
24, 25.
He's 25.
And that's the elder statesman.
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
It really is. Let's go to Subi in Midtown. Subi, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
Hey, what matchup are you guys most scared of? Jared Allen, obviously, he's like a throwback player. He reminds me a lot of like the throwback centers. But if you guys are not worried about him, then what are you guys worried about? This is going to be Knicks in 4, and it's going to be bing bong all the way. Oh. So Donovan Mitchell is going to get his points. So we shouldn't be worried. Even if he gets 35 to 40, he's going to get his points. James Harden we can limit because of his old age. And Dean Queens, why doesn't he ever call when the Cavs lose? He always calls when the Cavs win.
Well, they
so
just won and we
keep
haven't
on
heard
top
from
of
him. They just won and we
yeah,
haven't
just
heard
keep
from
on top. Just keep on top of him because he's a really sharp guy, and James Harden's gonna, he's not gonna make it out to the series. Watch it.
I gotta be honest, and hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me. Where I'm not all that worried about James Harden. Thanks for the call, Subi. I'm just not. I watched him play. Even in Game 7, he wasn't very good.
No, Game 7 he wasn't, but he had his moments.
He'll always have his moments, but he's not a 42-minute a game guy anymore.
No, but he's still averaging. In the postseason, he's still averaging 20 points. He's 20 and 6. Listen, Mobley's a really good defensive player. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell has the ability to go off. But I do think that we have, especially with OG back now and healthy, we have a bunch of bodies we can throw to try to slow them down.
Is Mitchell the guy that scares you the most?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair. But he's inconsistent. This has
Jared Allen had a really
terrible.
good Game 7.
Jared Allen is good. He's a good player, but he doesn't scare me.
No, I don't think he scares you. Listen, Cleveland is a good team. They have more depth than Philly has. But I just think at the end of the day, I mean, especially with home court, the way the Knicks are playing on both sides of the ball, it's not just how good the offense has been, it's how good the defense has been.
They're playing elite basketball is what they're doing. Andrew in Connecticut is a Spurs fan. The offer is 2 titles for this Spurs team. Would you take it?
The answer is no, not even close. I think having the core, like you guys are talking about, as young as they are, if the Spurs do 2 things, keep Wemby's minutes down and his efficiency up, and they keep being the organization that they are and put quality players on the court with them, I don't think 2, or I think I take the high over on the 2.5. I don't think I'd be happy with that. Seeing what we've done in the past, and obviously, yeah, the league competition's great. OKC is great, but I just think the sky's the limit for this team, and it's not just about Wemby. It's about those guys around him. If we can get somebody more, with more size to be up in the front with him, so he doesn't have to be pounding as much as he does underneath, and he can, keep down his awkward, falls to the floor a little bit here and there. I think you're pushing 3.5 to 4 at least. And I hope it's another dozen years. I'm not asking for too much because I know I've been blessed in the past with our championship runs, but I think easily he could be, 3+, and I would be disappointed.
I would agree with you. How did you even become a Spurs fan? How did that happen?
I got family in San Antonio, and then, give or take 89, 90, they started sending me Spurs paraphernalia, and what started out as a great way to stay in communication with my aunt and uncle and cousins down there turned into an obsession. Diehard Cowboys fan, diehard Mets fan, growing up in Long Island.
We'll talk to you. Thanks for everything. Bye, Andrew. Can you hang up on the guy?
I'll give him a little more leeway. I feel like he deserves a little more leeway.
Diehard Cowboys.
You leave Ray in charge of the button. What do you think's going to happen?
Yeah, he'll let the guy go on forever. We'll try to go to break. I'll still have Andrew in Connecticut there.
As soon as he heard Cowboys.
All right.
Just
Did
say
you know
what
that,
you
Ray? Is that your cousin?
I had no idea.
Is it the Beans guy?
No, but oddly enough, he did live in San Antonio for a long time, but not the same guy.
All right, when is some of that? Do we get any dried mango anytime soon?
So it's funny because my parents were just there, and I specifically asked them to bring some back, but they weren't ripe yet. They're not ready.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah,
mango's delicious.
It really was good.
So unfortunately, waiting on the mangoes.
Listen, we can only do. You can't make the fruit ripen faster, Ray.
No, you can't.
Just gotta wait. That's all you can do is just wait.
You can only do what you can do.
That's it. Well said.
Thank you.
Or
Dan
some guy
Jersey.
said, "I do what I do is what I do."
I do what I do is what I do. Good morning, Dan. How are you?
Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Rick. How are you guys today?
We're doing great. RJ, not so great. Were you nice to RJ when you talked to him?
I did. I apologize for the Sabres losing. I was quite upset. I was rooting for our Buffalo Sabres, Dave.
Okay, good. I'm glad that you're being a decent human being to poor RJ.
I love RJ. He's great. Quickly, I know you guys mentioned worst sports losses of my life. I think the worst one for me is Game 1 of the World Series in 2024, and how Tim Hill is not in that game will live in my mind forever. But to the Knicks, I think they win in 5. I think that Cleveland, like Philadelphia, is coming into this series a little bit more worn down. You played Detroit. Detroit wears everyone down. So they're off 2 7-game series against the Raptors, who they struggled to beat, and the Raptors aren't very good. And the biggest difference for me is that the Knicks don't have Tom Thibodeau this time around. I think Tom Thibodeau was the main reason on why they lost the Eastern Conference Finals last year. I think the Knicks win in 5, and I also think Mikal Bridges does a really good job of being able to shut down Donovan Mitchell.
If Bridges, and thanks for the call, Dan, if Bridges is able to slow down Donovan Mitchell, I think the Knicks I think they'll destroy them.
Are we sure that it's going to be Bridges on Donovan Mitchell?
Mm-mm.
Feels like it could be more like a Josh Hart assignment.
It could. I mean, listen, you have the 3 elite defenders, right? Not including Mitchell Robinson.
Who is least likely to take to do exactly what James Harden's trying to do, which is create fouls?
What do you mean? Who's least likely to do what?
Who is least likely to get to James Harden's
themselves
trying
into foul trouble?
Yes,
probably Bridges, not Hart.
No, so maybe it ends up being. It sounds like maybe OG on Mobley, Bridges on.
Hang on, let me digest. OG on Mobley, right?
Bridges on Hart.
Bridges on Hart.
Bridges on Harden. Hart on.
Okay.
Hart on Mitchell.
Hart on Mitchell. Yeah. If Hart can slow down Donovan Mitchell, I think the Knicks will have a. I hate to even say it.
Well, and then figuring out how you're going to deal with, because they're going to go after. They're going to look for Cat and Jalen.
Of course.
Yeah.
And again, Cat is not a bad defender.
No,
when
he's
he's
not a bad
engaged,
defender.
He's not a bad defensive player.
No, the version that we've seen lately, he's with the amount of effort he's actually putting on the defensive side of the ball.
Like, I think you could say he's at least a serviceable defensive player. Jalen Brunson is your weak link defensively.
Right.
Because he's also small.
Yeah, but at least, he'll take a charge. Like,
He will take a charge. And I'm not saying he's not a tough guy. I'm just saying, like he's at a big disadvantage.
Right. You have two. You have defensively for the Knicks. You have 2 guys that are fine, but they're not. It's not OG Hart and Bridges, who are really good defensive players.
What's your plan here for tonight? You have like practices leading into the game, or you're going to be dialed in, ready to go by 8?
I have a game. Rocco's got a game tonight.
At what time?
That's a 6:00 start.
Oh no.
We'll be fine.
That won't bleed into any potential basketball.
No, we're looking probably 6 to 7:30ish.
Oh, so it's perfect.
Yeah. Get back, shower up, and be ready to go.
Oh, I love it. I love it. RJ?
Hi.
How you doing?
Okay.
When do you think you start to feel better?
Next
week?
It's going to be some time. Anytime you come to terms with the end of a season.
Is it fair to say? Now you guys are going, only you would ask this question. I'm not going to ask it. Is it fair to say that there are people in your family that you wouldn't mourn as much as this will pain you?
I don't know about that.
Let's not go down this road again.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
All right. I'm not saying immediate family. I'm saying like a cousin or something.
I care deeply for my cousin, so.
All right.
RJ, watching that goal.
Such a Dave Rothenberg question.
RJ, watching that game-winning goal again for like the 100th time this morning, defenseman's got to do a better job of taking away the inside.
Are we doing this?
Listen, I'm not one to critique.
I need you to position yourself on the far side of the net so I can really focus on the near side of the net.
How many times have you seen the goal,
Short
RJ?
side.
I can't avoid it. I do think that there's a lot of.
It's a harmless play.
There's a lot of Ferraro said the same thing. There's a lot of defensive irresponsibilities that I don't think have been properly addressed. And when you're doing a lot of things well, like the Sabres were, you kind of look over some things. Nobody's perfect, but I think there's some things that need to be refined in an offseason.
But it's a turnover in the neutral zone, but it wasn't like it was poorly defended. It was just, you kind of had the guy buzz through UPL's eyes and then makes a good. I guess it was a good shot, but.
Yeah, but even
defended.
Even the giveaways happen, but it's your 2 best players. So how much are you going to get on them? But that Tage Dahlin kind of just no man's land puck that no one kind of takes ownership of, and then before you know it, going the other way. But in overtime, how often that's how these look? It's just kind of like what happened there?
It looks innocent, and then all of a sudden, 10 seconds later, you're like, oh god, we're
so
done.
The back of the net, series over. Yeah,
it's very, very upsetting. Well, you're doing a great job today.
Right.
If you weren't in this industry, weren't working the show, would you just be under the covers right now?
I would avoid sports at all costs and people. Yeah.
Yeah, I respect that. You ready with the stuff that you missed?
Yeah.
All right.
Now.
Walk up three-pointer. He got it.
See ya.
Oh! Put it in the box.
The you missed.
What we do is awesome. I would never want to do anything else ever. But days like today, you just can't. It finds you. It's like you're the outfielder that wants no part of the baseball and just keeps finding you. It's like programs that would never even be talking about hockey. It's like, look at this new hook goal. You got to see this. It's like,
right. Or here's a man from behind the scenes. Let's bring him on with a Sabres hat.
I get why they're doing it. It finds you.
It feels mean-spirited, though.
I don't think it's meant to be mean.
No, I'm not saying that it's meant to be. I'm just saying it feels mean spirited, especially when you're the person.
It's not a great job by Darlene. Darlene's got to be better in that situation.
Like Rick,
I would agree.
Like Rick continuing to
he's
bring
got
up
help
Darlene.
coming back. It's a left-handed shot down the left side. You got to just push him to the outside. You can't give up the middle there for that shot.
And Darlene 2 games ago just had the most points ever for a Sabres player in a playoff game. So
And he had the game-tying goal.
he's a stud. He's an outright stud. But I think he said it after the game. You kind of need to be perfect in those situations or darn close to it.
You didn't cry, did you?
Cry, no. Sat there very sad, though.
Did Antonio cry?
No.
When I was a kid, I would have cried.
I don't know if he's old enough yet, but
I'm surprised Antonio didn't go get a pack of cigarettes and here you go, Dad.
I had a buddy text me yesterday.
Let's have a beer.
I had a buddy text me yesterday, and neither of us do. And heading into overtime, he said, I understand why people just crush heaters in these situations.
Did you get into your group text before you went to bed last night?
No, after the game, I just put my phone down.
You're already got Ange's list, and obviously walks out, and Antonio's sitting next to you, ripping darts.
I don't think she would accept that well.
Antonio's eating ice cream, and you're smoking cigarettes.
Ice cream and cigarettes.
It's overtime.
Face.
What do you want from me?
No, I made sure
how to shave.
I made sure my alarm was set, and I just turned my phone upside down. It was just time to go to bed. That was one thing I did not consume. I didn't get into my texts or anything. So, anyways, so by now you know the Sabres lost. Canadians are moving on. They'll take on the Carolina Hurricanes, who've been off for 11 days, which is the longest layoff of any round in NHL history.
And that series starts on Thursday?
Yes. So we talk about the Knicks being off for 8 days. How'd you like being off for 11?
It's too long. That's a long
feels like too
time.
much.
Forgot the Hurricanes are playing.
Are they undefeated? They're 8-0?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. They were the Thunder before last night, who lost in double overtime. Victor Wembanyama did a lot of amazing things, including hitting a near logo 3.
When he pulled up for that, I was like, what are you doing?
Well, they gave it to him. There's like 19 left on the shot clock, and they just gave it to him. It's like, nope, let me just bang this home real quick. And
it's like Steph Curry.
But you said over-under, we set the over-under 2.5 for titles. There's a lot of, go around the great players right now in the NBA who have 1 or fewer. Jokic only has 1. Ant has none. Luka has none.
If I was a Spurs fan,
Tatum Brown have 1.
Right now you ask me, do they go,
Giannis
if
has 1.
healthy, over under 2.5, it's over. They have something nobody else has.
I'm with you, but it seems like all the great, so we were talking about some of the great players of the past, like how many titles that they've had. It's just hard to kind of replicate those milestones. Like Kobe had 5. LeBron has 4. Like, getting to 3 now is seemingly going to be tough. Like the Thunder, SGA could have 2 at the end
by
of
the way,
this.
they did this without their starting point guard last night.
Yeah, it just seems like getting to, I guess, 2 to 3 is kind of the magic number now. Getting higher than that, it seems tough, especially with the new apron rules and things like that, but I guess we'll see.
It's going to be hard to keep this thing together.
But yeah, the Thunder, they have a pretty fine window to make
Do you think Giannis did you at the time think Giannis was going to just get 1?
Yeah, do you think Giannis' time in Milwaukee was a failure with 1?
No.
I think getting
not
1
at
in
all.
Milwaukee is pretty awesome. Jokic has 1. But, yeah,
You bring up good points, but I would be surprised if he doesn't get it.
Especially when you're staying with the same team. If he it took LeBron how many different teams?
3.
Right. So maybe you lean on the fact that San Antonio is so well run. Kobe was 2 iterations of the team.
Yeah,
to win the 5.
Yeah, same with Jordan. Like Jordan had 6, Kobe had 5, LeBron had 4. Could Wemby get to 3? Yeah, we could, but we'll see. The new apron rules kind of put a new wrinkle on all this, keeping it together. Anyway, Pelicans, also a little basketball news, hired ex-Magic coach Jamal Mosley, so he's not out of work long as their next head coach. Baseball, talked about the Mets 16-7 winners. You'd think that game was, just a nice 9-inning game. Nope, went 12, and they won 16-7. Mets, 10 runs in the 12th inning alone. The first NL team to score at least 10 runs in extra innings since the 1919 Reds. I'm sure you look back on them fondly. And the Mets have won 6 of 7. 3 of those wins coming in extras. Carson Bench has been really good, especially in the clutch for them. He's had a go-ahead hit in 3 of those wins. Brett Beatty, Bo Bichette, homer. So that was Bo Bichette, his first extra base hit in his last 72 at-bats at that time.
I think it was 71, but yeah.
Was it a 71-game streak, or was it a 71-game?
At bat.
Oh, okay, sorry. And the Mets are now 5 games under 500, and they hand the ball to Nolan McLean tonight. Feel good about that. Mets have also DFA'd Austin Slater. Yankees beat the Jays.
Who am I thinking about? Who was the pitcher last night that came in for 2 innings? Warren.
He was great.
Austin Warren.
He was really good.
Well, right. Okay.
Yeah. Austin Warren's been good.
Yeah.
Yankees beat the Jays 7-6. Big 7th inning for the Yanks, and they needed all those runs. Paul Goldschmidt got the game started with a home run. Cody Bellinger, Jazz Chisholm each hit 2-run homers in that 7th inning. And the Yankees back in the win column. Anthony Volpe also a couple of hits. David Bednar made things interesting, but he did land the plane. Yankees improved to 4-10 in 1-run games, so they're leaving some wins out there. Also, Garrett Cole could be back sooner than expected. When is sooner? Maybe Friday. So Elmer Rodriguez was optioned down to AAA, and the rule is, unless it's for injury, any option pitcher must spend at least 15 days in the minors. So, seems like Garrett Cole possibly Friday. Looking like that's going to happen. JT Ginn of the A's. So he went into the 9th inning yesterday against the Angels with a no-hitter intact. And then 3 pitches later, he lost a no-hitter and lost a game, which is unfortunate for him.
That's not great.
No, it's not good. Tarek Skubal says he is symptom-free since elbow surgery, so the countdown to him being back on the big league mound for the Tigers is on. Aaron Rodgers, he was back to work quickly, signed that contract. It was at OTAs for the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL announced that Minneapolis is going to be the 2028 NFL draft host. And Neymar, you remember him. He made the final cut for Brazil's World Cup team.
Really?
Yeah.
How old is he?
34.
Oh, I would have thought older.
Well, guys, they jump on the scene early, especially these like phenom-type hype players. I mean, you're hearing about them when they're 17, 18, 19. So, and that's it.
That's nice. Well done by you. I didn't know that you were going to be that good, but you were. And congratulations to you for that.
I thank you.
You're 53 also. You're an older gentleman now, so.
What does that have to do with anything?
You're older.
Okay. What does that? Again, what does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. I'm afraid for your Achilles.
You're not a great guy.
What?
You want me to tear my Achilles?
No, God, no. I couldn't. You're a handful now. Never mind with that Achilles tear.
So it's all about what I would be for you. It's not about the pain and destruction I would have to go through. It's what would I be like for you.
It's all of it.
I think you'd be sitting there and be like, where's Dave? We need him for the meeting. Somebody come get me. I want to be carried.
It'd be like Nana Ginny. You turn it to Ginny.
I'm not coming in that meeting unless you carry me.
Yeah.
You wouldn't see me for months.
I have to go to the bathroom.
I tore my Achilles.
Too late.
Somebody better help me. I'm going to pee myself.
Oh, too late.
You'll have to deal with the leftovers. I don't like the side of you, RJ. This is mean.
Somebody peel my eggs.
No, my hands will be functional.
But you couldn't. How could you come in though? The little 6th Ave is done. You can't even drop you off there.
By the way, they're
what a sham.
They're mocking us with Little 6th Avenue.
They
what
really
are.
are.
There now.
They paved it.
They tore it up to pave it, to tear it up again and pave it again.
Just
the whole thing
for people to sit there in chairs.
I walk up this morning. There's people sleeping on the benches.
Fresh asphalt. Just asphalt, whatever. They dug up the whole road, and it's brand new. So people could sit on there.
It's an attractive pavilion now.
With their chairs.
Great.
Yeah.
I told you I saw children having lunch out there the other day.
Taking away more parking spaces.
Right.
That's all
right.
it was.
Let's take a break. RJ has stumbled upon some sound that we'll listen to. It's enticing, and it's next. DNR with you, ESPN New York. For one final time on this very hot Tuesday, let's see what's happening on the roads. Here is Debbie Duhame.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Good morning, company. Stay cool today and avoid the George Washington Bridge. It's over 90 minutes in at the George Washington Bridge. Problem is over on the Cross Bronx eastbound out by White Plains Road, a disabled truck. It's been out there since 4:30 this morning. Inbound Lincoln an hour, Holland an hour, LIRR. The strike is over. Hourly service resumes at noon. Full service resuming at 4 p.m. Sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. If you have questions about youth or high school sports, Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA builds better athletes and better people through sports. Info at positivecoach.org. I'm Debbie Duhame on 880 ESPN New York.
Programming alert. Today's Mets-Nationals game can be heard on 1050 ESPN at 6 p.m. Game 1 of the Knicks and Cavs can be heard on 880 ESPN New York at 7 p.m. And all games can be streamed on the ESPN New York app.
New York Knicks fans, here's a total slam dunk. For a limited time, new Verizon Mobile and home customers can get Fios and a line of mobile for just $69.99 a month with AutoPay. Get Fios 300 megabits per second for $20 a month and unlimited welcome for $50 a month plus taxes and fees when you bring your own phone. Visit a Verizon store today to learn more. For new Fios Internet and mobile customers, discounts applied over 36 months. Mobile and home discount enrollment required. Additional terms apply. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
I'll adopt a cat.
Just a cat, Sean? This is a New York lottery win we're talking about.
I'd get the ultra-rare, hairless cat known as the Minskin.
Then?
I'd turn my garage into a rescue menagerie for all furless felines.
And when that gets too full?
I'll purchase land in the Catskills for them to sunbathe in hairless abandon.
Only cats.
All hair-free animals looking to roam in bald, beautiful peace.
Can I come?
Do you have hair?
New York Lottery. Can you imagine? Play today. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Wait! Before you change the station, listen to this.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll also get a vacation voucher and a tax deduction.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Some stages celebrate. This one tests everything. Every drive, every approach, every putt. Pressure builds, resilience matters, and history waits for the bold. In June, the 2026 U.S. Open Championship returns to the Hamptons at the iconic Shinnecock Hills Golf Club. Experience the world's best golfers as they compete on one of the sport's most storied stages. Daily tickets are available now on SeatGeek. Don't just watch greatness. Experience it live at the 126th U.S. Open.
The NFL schedule dropped, and it's time to settle up. There's road trips to plan, hotels to book, tickets to split, tailgates to cover, scores to settle. All the things for the season. But now, when you send $10 or more to a friend with PayPal by May 28th, you could win 2 tickets to every home game of your favorite team. Yep, the whole season. Visit paypal.com/P2P sweeps. No purchase necessary. See website for details, including how to enter by mail. Brought to you by PayPal, official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL.
My dad passed away unexpectedly. Of course, it was awful in every way, but we are very grateful that he had life insurance. So even after he was gone, he was still able to provide for us. And that's why I have life insurance for my family. Ethos.com. They make it fast and easy to get covered. It's 100% online. You get a quote in seconds, and you can apply in minutes. You get covered the same day.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required. Rates may vary.
The Knicks.
And for the second consecutive season, the Knicks are on their way to the Eastern Conference Finals.
The Cavaliers.
There's something about the mentality of this team that kind of suggests that if there's ever a time to believe in the New York Knicks, the year is now.
The Eastern Conference Finals.
The pursuit of the Larry O is alive and well.
Game 1 coverage gets underway tonight at 7 on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. You know what would be nice in the final segment? We just rattle off Knicks calls. Just rattle them.
I think we should do it.
I like it. That's final segment, 800-919-3776. Get yourself involved in the Knicks cavalcade in the final segment. RJ stumbled upon some sound we're going to hear in just a moment. I want to let you know.
Stumbled upon
quickly.
and was ordered to find it.
No, was not ordered to find anything. Stumbled upon, Raymond. Now, if you'd allow me to tell people about the Mets-Nationals game, it can be heard on 1050 ESPN tonight, 6 o'clock. Game 1 of the Knicks and the Cavs can be heard 880 ESPN New York at 7 o'clock. All the games can be streamed on the ESPN New York app. And the Knicks-Cavs game, the Knicks portion of things will be produced by a elite producer in the business. Now, RJ, when you were just minding your own business and perusing the Twitter, you stumbled upon something, I'm told?
Yeah, it's funny how that happens. I'm just minding my own business, and I'm like, oh, what's this on Twitter? And I see a tweet from Art Stapleton at a Giants, almost a Regal type event. What exactly was it?
It's a season ticket holders event. That's what it is.
It was a big Giants gathering.
Yeah, people dressed very nicely, and they're up on the stage with some microphones, and there were some people talking. And would you like me to play it?
Oh, yeah. Tell me more. What audio do you have here? Is John Harbaugh?
Yeah, so it's John Harbaugh, and John, I believe they're taking questions from season ticket holders, and he was asked about the division and the Commanders and the Cowboys and the Eagles, and maybe it's time for Giants fans just to feel good instead of going into some of those divisional matchups, just wondering how much they're going to lose by and why they should feel good.
Now that hit is well placed. Could you add a little bit for the Washington Commanders too? Throw them in there. Take that too.
As much as I hate them, I think we can all admit we turn on the TV on Sundays and then we face the Eagles and the Cowboys, and a lot of the time they just kick our butts. How confident are you, Coach, that going into this season, we'll go into those Dallas games, those Eagles games, and those Commanders games, and we'll take them down?
I could care less about what's happened last year or the year before that or 10 years before that. I don't give a crap about any of it. Not one bit. All I care about is tomorrow's practice. Because if tomorrow's practice is the way it's supposed to be, that'll be one more step in the direction of being a good enough football team to kick the Cowboys' ass.
Yeah! Yeah!
You're the worst.
How am I the worst?
No, he's the best. I love this. I'm loving every second of this.
Good. I'm glad.
I love every second of this because there's two things that come to mind. One is pandering. He sounds a lot like Nick Sirianni there. Two.
Stop. How dare you?
Boy,
what?
You want to talk about the definition of rent-free?
Walk that back,
that is
you jerk.
John Harbaugh is a great coach, a Super Bowl winning coach. He sounded like Nick Sirianni just there.
Oh, he said it twice.
Oh. If he was coaching any other team, you would say something similar.
No, I think he sounds great. And he says, why would he care about the last 10 years? They haven't affected him like they've affected us.
Right, he hasn't been here. He's been coaching another team.
He's like, I don't give a crap. Of course he doesn't give a crap. I give a crap. Get embarrassed by those teams, but no longer. No longer.
We're going to save that little clip of him pumping his fists as they're chanting "Cowboys suck," though. We're gonna save that.
Where's
the
line?
Do you think you'll have a whole montage ready?
Well, the nice thing is that it's what's today's date? The 19th, May 19th.
Yeah, it's May 19th.
The content creators are going to have a field day with that when September 14th rolls around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. But we have your own sound montage ready to go when you guys presumably, in your opinion, win the game.
I mean, I could
to come in. Monday.
You don't even think win the game. You think win big, right?
No, I don't know.
You're very confident.
It's week one, so I mean a lot can happen, but I feel pretty good. What's the spread now? Is it 2.5 Dallas?
2.
I mean, I'm comfortable with that.
You're gonna take that?
Yeah, I would. Why wouldn't I?
Because your team's gonna lose, and that would be a shame to then lose the game for the picks and have your team lose. Would be humbling.
No, you're making that one of your three?
Yeah,
it's gonna be your stone cold lock?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Of course.
Looking forward to that game. I'm really looking forward to that game. I really am.
Well, no, Coach said that if today's practice is what it should be, and the next practice and the practice after that, then it'll put you in a position to kick their ass.
That's right.
Right. You still have to put that work in.
Of course. Do you expect them not to put the work in with the new coach?
I think they're probably in for a rude awakening.
I would agree with that, which I kind of love. There's a new sheriff in town, and the old ways don't fly anymore.
Well, what's amazing is, very rarely do you have a team clamoring for this.
Right.
But because
we want
losing.
A new coach to come in here and kick our asses.
Oh, well, because there's no benefit. I mean, as much as you like it to be easier, at the end of the day, everyone wants to win. So having it easy and losing that sucks too.
That's awful. Now having it hard and losing, that's probably the worst of everything.
Exactly right.
Let's go to Everyday Edgar in Bloomingdale. Edgar, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
Great morning, boys. And Rick, I got a little trivia. Not a trivia, but Kelly Kapowski or Kelly Bundy?
Kapowski.
I don't even think it's close.
Yeah.
Kapowski all day.
Yeah.
Not even close. She wins everything. She beats Topanga, Winnie Cooper, all of them, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Will you guys, so many bodies to throw at Mitchell is awesome.
Remember when they had to save by the bell when they went to the beach?
Yeah, you know who was in that? Leah Remedy, remember her?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy, Dougie's wife. Dougie from King of Queens.
Right?
Yep. That was Zach's girlfriend.
Yes. She came from Brooklyn, and she was bad. Oh, that was another show.
Oh,
I think that was Who's the Boss. I'm confusing her.
Yeah, no, you're right. She came from Brooklyn, and she like ran the beach club.
Yeah, with her dad.
Right. Yep.
But I just love the fact with that they're throwing so many bodies that if Donovan Mitchell, Shamet, Deuce, everybody guard him. James Harden, Bridges, Hart. It's crazy. I'm with you. In 5, no problem. In 5, I put it in already. It's not a big money bet. I think a lot of people think they're going to win in 5, but I put it in anyway.
Or you put it in to go in 5, or you put the Knicks in just to win?
Win in 5.
To win in 5. So what kind of odds you get for that?
Nothing. You get like 100 to get like 250 or 200. Not much.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a cover bet. Yeah, that's dude. Wait, I'm not used to. No Knicks fan in the world is used to this being
Knicks are big favorites in the series.
Never.
Right, but if you parlay that with some Romanian soccer, you probably get better odds.
Yeah, you get bet on the hot dog eating contest. At what point do you think what's his face?
Chestnut.
Joey Chestnut. What do you think he slows down?
No, he doesn't. He's a prohibitive favorite. I mean, the guy
you don't think he's ever going to slow down?
Until he probably wants to stop. So yeah, unless he sustains some kind of injury.
An eating injury?
Maybe.
Like to the jaw?
I don't know, jaw, esophagus. I don't know what it could be. Yeah, I don't know.
That'd be unfortunate.
It feels like he could just keep going as long as he wants to go.
Yeah, he's really powerful with those jaws. All right. So 800-919-3776. What I'd like is for just to have like a Knicks gathering right now.
Frenzy.
Yeah, a Knicks frenzy. 800-919-3776. How many games do you think this one is going to take? Phone lines open. We'll get to your calls. We'll do it next right here on ESPN New York.
No matter your age or career stage, SUNY Canton delivers education at the speed of life. With flexible, fully online degree programs, you can earn your credential on your schedule. Ready to get started? Apply now for a summer start in high-demand programs like applied psychology, cybersecurity, healthcare management, and more. Our admissions team is ready to help you review transfer credits, explore degree options, choose courses, and navigate every step of enrollment. Email admissions@canton.edu today or visit canton.edu to learn more.
Partner with Amazon Hub Delivery to earn extra revenue for your business with your business. Assist with local Amazon deliveries and get paid for each package you deliver. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. You'll gain extra revenue, increase exposure for your business, and connect with your neighbors. Plus, it's easy to get started with no delivery experience, long-term contracts, or startup costs required. If you're interested in learning more, visit Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
Spring is here. Summer's right around the corner, so why are you still living with pain? If you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or nerve pain, don't wait any longer. Call Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, no surgery, no long recovery, no relying on pain medication. Just non-surgical image-guided treatments that help you get back the life you deserve. With offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, and most major insurances accepted, help is close. Go to SandwellPain.com. Feel better now, not later.
There he is, Mr. Big Time Capital One Bank guy.
Mom, please.
Well, look at this Capital One Cafe. I just might move in.
Or just drop by. Capital One cafes are open 7 days a week.
I could put my spoon collection right here by the ATM, yes.
Wow, you weren't kidding, Mom.
I never kid about the spoon collection, son. Oh, hey, what's that thing you always say?
There's no fees or minimums on Capital One checking accounts.
No, the other one.
What's in your wallet?
Oh, that's my boy.
Terms apply. Visit CapitalOne.com/bankguide for details. Capital One and member FDIC.
Your summer starts now with Memorial Day deals at the Home Depot. It's time to fire up summer cookouts with the Next Grill 4-burner gas grill on special buy for only $199. And entertain all season with the Hampton Bay West Grove 7-piece outdoor dining set for only $499. This Memorial Day, get low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. While supplies last, pricing valid May 14th through May 27th. U.S. only, exclusions apply. See homedepot.com/price match for details.
A
another dominating step towards a championship.
And for the second consecutive season, the Knicks are on their way to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Will this be the year the Knicks punch their ticket to the NBA Finals?
Inbound stolen by McBride, and then Brunson buries a far corner three. 5 points for Brunson in about 3 seconds.
Thanks to all our New York Knicks partners this season, including ZipRecruiter, Amazon Hub Delivery, Princeton Jeep, and Food Bazaar on ESPN New York.
All right, DNR with you as we roll into Game 1 of the Knicks and the Cavs Eastern Conference Finals. Is it finals or final? Because the hockey
finals, plural.
Hockey's final, NBA's finals.
That's interesting. But Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals tonight, 7 o'clock right here on ESPN New York. And the Mets, of course, you can catch them on 1050 as they look to inch their way closer to 500. Sean Dugan emails in, we have players that can guard their best players. They have no one that can guard Brunson. Knicks in 5.
Oh.
Yeah. You know what is a little concerning? Is that you don't often get Knicks fans this confident heading into a series.
Yeah, but I think the Knicks fan is just kind of feeding off of what they've seen so far.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's just so foreign.
Well, I think you're also not used to like things actually working out like to your benefit.
I know.
Like even the OG hamstring thing at the time, you're like, oh my God, and then you find out, hey, no, tests come back, and it's a legit day to day. This isn't like we're pretending it's day to day. It's a legitimate day to day, and now you get this extended rest, and he'll be ready to go.
The amazing thing is, I mean, you could argue he was your most consistent, best player on both ends of the court. You go on the road against a team that is, desperate, and you destroy them twice without OG.
That's right.
Incredible. Game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time. 6:45 Mets in the nation's capital taking on the Nationals. 7:05 Yankees host the Blue Jays. 8 o'clock, it's Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals, Knicks and the Cavs at the Garden. That's game time. Brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. And, of course, big block party tonight starting 3 o'clock. Don Hahn Rosenberg broadcasting live right outside the Garden at Plaza 33. Talking Knicks, breaking it all down, getting you ready for tip-off. Your city, your team. So go out there, sweat a little bit, and be a part of it. 800-919-3776. Let's go around the horn with us, and then we'll go rapid-fire Knicks fans. What do you think, Rick? Knicks in?
I'll go Knicks in 6.
6. I've already said this. I stated on the record on Friday, if the Knicks played the Cavs, I believe they win it in 5, and I will stand by that. Knicks in 5. RJ?
Yeah, I'll shadow Rick. I'll take 6.
6 on the road in Cleveland. And Raymond?
I do believe if the Knicks play their game, Dave's prediction will come true. Knicks in 5.
Knicks in 5. All right, let's go quickly. 800-919-3776. Mike in Maywood. Michael, you're on ESPN New York.
Hey, guys, I love that the Knicks were able to sit back and watch the Thunder off a long layoff. Maybe it gives them extra motivation to warm up properly and not start a sluggish start. With that being said, if they win tonight, take care of business, get the brooms out. It's the sweep, baby. Let's go Knicks.
Can you imagine that?
Can I imagine that? No.
The depths of where this organization has been in the last 25 years, that we have people calling and realistically expect them to sweep Cleveland.
People are excited.
You should
They deserve to be excited.
You should be excited.
Yeah, I mean, you deserve to be excited.
Shame on you if you're not excited. If you're not excited now, then when?
Right, and I also think it's a testament to what this team has turned itself into that you have people this confident.
Yeah, they are rolling along right now. Jules in Englewood. Jules, you're on ESPN New York.
What's up, guys? Love this show. Yeah, I think I agree the same thing. I'm scared for tonight's game because it's game 1 and we've had a long rest. But if we win tonight, yeah, I think we bring the brooms out, sweep at 5, sweep in 4. But I got them at 5.
I think they sweep them right in 5. Thanks for the call, Jules. No. Here's the thing. You have to win tonight. If you go out there and you don't win tonight, I think that tomorrow's show you would have a panicked Knicks fan base.
I think there's definitely a different tenor tomorrow if they lose tonight. Like all the confidence is a little bit muted tomorrow. Because you feel like you have a real advantage going into tonight's game.
Yes. And that advantage is they just played 7 again. They just traveled and Ray said, straight from Detroit to New York. No time off. They have to be tired. They have to be emotionally drained. If they go out there and they win that game tonight, that would be a real troubling sign.
Yeah, listen, I mean, could it happen? Yeah, I mean, it could happen. I don't think it means that all of a sudden now you don't believe the Knicks are going to win the series, but
no,
it would definitely chip away at the confidence
but
that all
I
these
do
people are
feel
calling
like
with.
tomorrow's show would take on a completely different tone if the Knicks lose this
100%.
game tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you have people calling it saying that the Knicks are going to win in 4. So, I mean, yeah, they lose game 1. That prediction's out the window.
Yeah. I could you imagine if they sweep the series, they would have won 11 consecutive games going into the NBA Finals.
Well, you feel great.
That would be insane. All right, Ray, how you doing?
I'm good.
Good.
Very good.
Excited?
Excited for this game. I'm not excited for the later starts, but this comes with its territory. Deeper you go, the games will start. That's what it is.
If they move on past this, it would be even later in the next round.
8:30 tip-offs, yeah. Well, probably closer to 8:40, but
right.
yeah.
I think 8:43s are when they do the NBA Finals.
More or less.
Yeah, great. Anyhow, you ready for the 3 stars?
Aren't we always?
Yes.
Today's 3 stars. Number 3.
We're going to start with a troubling admission because we had Buster in our weekly spot, and you start to do the pleasantries on the close, and
Buster, it's almost June, which means we're going to get the big lunch on the calendar coming up soon, right?
Yeah, not in June. It doesn't look like. I'm not going to be in New York in June. But I think in July sometime we're going to do it. I'm going to actually see the Yankees on Monday in Kansas City. If you guys fly to Kansas City, I'll buy you a barbecue.
Translation, I don't think this is happening this year, unfortunately.
Wait, hang on. You don't think it happens this calendar year?
I mean, how far in are we at this point?
Well,
I think Buster's telling you a lot. Yeah. I think Buster's telling you a lot.
That would be
lately.
terrible for him.
I hope I'm wrong.
Number 2.
One thing we're never wrong is... boy, it's a joy to work with one Rick DiPietro, I got to tell you.
Stay away from my mouth.
I'm not going anywhere near your mouth.
How would you describe your kissing technique?
Oh, sensuous, supple.
Sensuous.
Yeah.
Any tongue in there or no?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I especially enjoy... you almost snuck this in last segment, but...
Feels like he could just keep going as long as he wants to go.
Yeah, he's really powerful with those jaws.
Talking about Joey Chestnut, you animals.
Number 1.
Listen, shout out to RJ for coming out and working today. It's tough after what happened yesterday, despite, what Dave tries to say about us on the show in the emails that people, quote unquote, send to him.
You guys are so Charmony soft.
Here we
that
go.
It's so upsetting. Why does it bother
The
you?
phrase is Charmin soft, by the way, not Charmony.
You know what? The phrase was Charmin soft. I've now created Charmony soft.
Yeah. We'll also be on stage A tonight around 8 o'clock.
RJ did bring solutions, though.
We start responding to some emails. I think that would make me
set
feel
up
better.
some rumbles.
Virtual responses.
I love to see RJ make these responses to emails. Although, Dave, you did let slip. There's a little shenanigans going on with you.
The Cowboys lose 107-0. That was nice.
That's for me. I just send that email right into my own inbox.
Yeah, I'm not going to repeat the email that you supposedly had sent to you about Rick, but it was probably as nasty as you've ever done around here. I got to tell you. But
he's not a good guy. I think the sooner we
I'm
realize
a great
that,
guy.
Signed Dave D.
Who's Dave D?
Dave D. Dave R. Whatever.
Dave D.
Sure. You know what? I'm not playing your reindeer games because I'm in a good mood. It's Rule 76.
No excuse playing a champion. It's DiPietro Rothenberg.
Let's go Knicks!
Right here on ESPN New York and on YouTube.
Addiction doesn't just go away just because you went to rehab for a couple of months.
I mean, it could.
I'd finally have time to reread my favorite fantasy book.
Dig deeper. We're imagining winning the New York lottery here.
Okay, I'd build my own reading nook right where the sun hits.
You're getting warmer.
The French sun. I'll buy a villa in Marseille. Wait, what's the French word for sun?
I don't know, Kathy. You're the reader.
Okay, I'll hire a tutor to learn the French word for sun, then the words to negotiate real estate, then I'll buy my own French library.
And to think you just wanted to reread a book. New York Lottery. Can you imagine? Play today. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Hey, New York and New Jersey. Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever. Meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets. So go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
The NFL schedule dropped, and it's time to settle up. There's road trips to plan, hotels to book, tickets to split, tailgates to cover, and scores to settle. All the things for the season. But now, when you send $10 or more to a friend with PayPal by May 28th, you can win 2 tickets to every home game of your favorite team. Yep, the entire season. Visit paypal.com/P2P sweeps. No purchase is necessary. See websites for details, including how to enter by mail. Brought to you by PayPal, official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800